What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, hello. I've missed you all. I've missed you all. Um, it's your boy DJ K Dot with another one. We got a good show coming up. I'm your hostess with the Moses. I'm also nasty on those ones and twos because I make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Welcome to the K Dot Experience. Welcome, 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 welcome. Please have a seat. Pull up a chair. Get some popcorn, or maybe some pancakes because it's still in the morning. Or if you pour some good old orange juice and enjoyed the show. I have missed you guys very much. I've been incredibly busy. Um, uh, like crazy. Man, thank you guys for joining. Let's see who we got here, man. Let's see who we got here. Terry, how are you? How are you, love? UMB, chillin' 909. Mama Bear Audits, hello, how you doing? Canada is watching, my guy. Denver Metro Audits is also in the building. What's good, man? How you doing? We still got to do some stuff together, by the way. Kenny Powers, what's up? Onion here, welcome. We got a great show today. We're going to be. I'm glad I got some female viewers in here because I wanted to have a discussion with you guys. So I titled the show "Not Guilty" because obviously I'm not guilty. World police tried their damnedest to crucify me, to damage my character, to do all these untruthful, un-American, non-freedom things to me. So shout out to my attorney, Milo Schwab, one of the best attorney in the world. Shout out to him, and I thank you for your courageous act, sir. And they have not gone unappreciated. And I love that guy. And the motherfucker could dress his ass off, by the way. But I'm glad you guys are here in the show. We got a few topics we're going to talk about. Of course, if you guys have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer those. If you guys want to put those in the comment section at all, totally up to you guys. Michael, Kenny, how are you? Good morning to you. Wow, from Taylor, California. All right. All the way from California. Appreciate you being here. So, so I am not guilty. I'm not, we proven that we're allowed to say whatever the fuck we want to say to the police because we paid their salary, as long as we're not threatening them, threatening to harm them, or physically touching them, or dangerously, violently touching them, then we're perfectly fine. I believe our movement is nonviolent, and we've proven that. All we do is observe and report the real news, and we make sure that the scene is safe for everybody that's incorporated into the scene. Noli D in the building. How are you, love? I love you right back. We're going to also talk about a few other things too. So we have we're going to talk about what hey Too Tall, how you doing, man? um we're going to be talking about um Denver's police's actions as far as letting uh a citizen bleed out to death, not guilty, but he still didn't get the proper justice that he deserved. He didn't experience any type of due process and just being a human being. Um, so, yeah. So I don't, and then and we're gonna steer it. Remember, because I did tell you earlier, a few streams back, that I wanted to touch on other subjects other than just cop watching. I want to dig into relationships. What I'm starting to realize is that a lot of people are single. A lot of people are single, and we're not meant to be single. We're meant to be with people. You know what I'm saying? We're meant to be in relationships. But the thing is, how do we get there? How do we talk about it? Today, I will be showing a video, and this is a part of the not guilty subject. As far as the men, a woman, a brave woman, courageously breaks the fifth wall, and she admits that she is, and she has nothing to offer a man. I will show you that video, and I want us to really discuss and see how mental health plays in everyday life that we do. So I encourage any auditors or just people who watch the stream, if you're not feeling your very best, I encourage you, go get the mental health that you so deserve and so need. I've been in counseling before. It was the best thing ever. It was the absolute best thing ever. Because as auditors, we've seen a lot of stuff. We've had a lot of things happen to us. Sometimes, a lot of the times when we get arrested, ain't nobody in that jail with us. You know what I'm saying? Our family is worried sick about us, and wondering if we're okay and all those type of things. So you guys have to remember those things. You know what I'm saying? These cop watchers and auditors that go out there and really risk their life and their livelihood to go and make sure that transparency and police accountability is absolutely make sure that it's established and it's the foundation for our democracy. So I want to make sure you guys understand that. And when you support these channels, like you support my channel, you're supporting a bigger cause than any of us. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than KDOT. This is for we the people. And if you notice, I say we a lot because it is we. It is us that are making sure we're holding these police and these tyrant cops accountable for what they do. You guys as the viewers, you guys watch what's going on, but you administer accountability when you call down to the police station and air your grievances. You know what I'm saying? That helps us because now we're seeing hopefully systemic change within the government entity. So without further ado, I would like to I'm going to show you the video of the Denver police who failed to administer aid to this young man who was dying and did absolutely nothing about it. And then we're going to go over the article together, and then we'll get into the relationship talk after that. So bear with me. This is this video is a bit long, but I want you to pay attention of how the officer's mannerism is toward this young man, it's pretty disgusting. So, um, uh, and also I have to say, it is graphic. So if you have kids in the room or anything that you're watching, I would encourage you to have them go into the other room because this is graphic. Not only that, viewer discretion is advised. So if you can't take seeing this, I totally understand. I totally get it. I advise you to turn away from the screen. But if you can handle it, this is pretty interesting. So, let's blow it up a little bit. All right, guys. Without further ado,
Get him here, sir. He is talking to me and everything. Hello?
District 3.
361 Baker.
Good.
Yeah, can you start me an ambulance code 10, one gunshot victim?
Clear hearing now.
Who you shot at? In your leg? All right, just hold tight. I got an ambulance coming for you.
61 Baker, just so you guys are aware. We don't have a description, but another party called in, said they seen a male running towards the dog park and then hung up. Give me further, I'll let you know.
Just step back, okay?
Yeah, we're clear. We're in touch with both parties.
Okay.
All right, we got an ambulance coming. Just hang in there. Where'd you get shot at? Where'd you get shot at? In your leg? You got shot in your leg? Do you know who shot you? Do you know who shot you? Hey, you know who shot you? Do you know who shot you? Hey, talk to me. You know who shot you? You know who shot you? Can you give me your name? What's your name? What's your name? Hey, wake up. What's your name? What's your name? Hey, can you tell me your name? Hey, what's your name?
I'm dying.
All right, what's your name?
now you hear he's saying he's dying, guys, and all that red on his jeans is all blood, by the way, all
Where the other
blood.
kid go?
We're going to be on the east side of the complex.
Where'd the other kid go?
All right, I'll swing back that direction.
Hey, can you tell me your name? Hey, what's your name, real quick?
Dying.
Okay, I got an ambulance coming for you. What's your name? What's your name, real quick? Do you know who shot you? You know who shot you? Wake up. You know who shot you? Do you know?
Oh,
Do you know? You don't know who shot you?
Wake up! Like really? The dude is dying.
Where were you coming from?
I'm dying.
I got an ambulance coming for you. Are you going to answer any questions or no?
I'm dying, bro.
I got
Like,
an
bro,
ambulance
I'm
coming for you.
dying.
Are you going to answer any questions?
Let me tell you guys a little bit about Melio. Through the Melio platform, you can manage all your vendors
Sorry,
and bills and organize when they need to be paid and how you.
Shut up. Okay.
All right, I got an ambulance coming for you.
And this is Denver police, by the way. Denver police.
Are you going to tell me what happened? Do you know what happened? Do you live in this complex?
6-4 Baker, if possible. We're going to need at least one or two more cars in here.
All right, if I can get a couple cars breaking tower, 10150 East Harvard.
Do you know what happened?
Do I
Are you
know
gonna tell me what happened?
I'm dying, guy. I'm dying. And what the fuck?
Baker.
Baker.
Just making sure you're clear on the shooting call. Wait, Big 47. 6 1 out. Go ahead.
Damn shame.
Me and his cover. Let's go that way.
Damn shame, I tell you.
Or do you know what happened?
Oh, boy. 347.
Stray Dog, good morning, brother.
Where'd the friend go?
Where'd the friend go? Disgusting.
Hey, what's your name, buddy?
6 1 out. Cars on scene. I'm always off. You need me 9 or 10.
9-5.
All right, hang tight. Don't move around too much. I got an ambulance coming for you.
7 on 3.
Good.
10150 East Harvard. You want us to stage?
6-1 Baker, no, come in on the east side.
On the east side, I'm clear. And right now we are at Parker and Hawaii Drive.
Really a shame. Really a shame. This is horrible.
Parker, Mexico.
Hey, what's your name, buddy?
Radius, but thanks. 349.
My name is about to be Corpse because I'm dying. Because you have no fucking heart.
Hey, see if you can find the friend and see what his name is.
Hey, John, how are you?
All right, hang tight. We got an ambulance coming for you.
Good morning,
What's
Carol.
your name, buddy? What's your name? PD. Were you out here when any of this happened?
What? Good morning, Republic. How are you?
Hey, what's your name, buddy?
You can start over. Your way south, 2525 South 8, 2525 South 8, number 13.
This is invigorating.
Car will be waiting in front of the complex. Name of Robert. Says his daughter keeping his meds and phone from him. You had to walk to a gas station to give us a call. Say she's a session.
Yeah. When we get a chance to, we'll go over there.
He'll be out front wearing a black and white striped shirt and black shorts.
Yeah, so let's be clear. So none of the cops shot him. It was he was shot by I don't know if it was a gang situation or just a domestic situation, but he was shot. But basically, the moral of the story is that the cops let him bleed out and did not administer any type of first aid to him. And for 10 minutes, 10 whole minutes, by the way.
Hold on.
Noli, I got the story. I will get that. I have the whole article. I will read that after the video is done. I got you. I promise you, Noli. I will have the cop's name and all that. Shout out to Hustler 604. He's brought the story to my attention.
He ran off?
Yep. He said he called his sister and was waiting for his sister to come around, and I told him to come back over here. Yeah.
Because this guy won't tell me his name.
Okay.
You guys a tourniquet on him?
Huh?
You got a tourniquet on him?
No, I don't have my tourniquet.
Now you heard what he said. No, we don't have no tourniquets. And I'll later read in the article, the son of a bitch claimed that he forgot the tourniquet.
Where they say he was? Yeah. Where they say he was? I mean, where she say? Where the paramedics said he were?
How irresponsible is that shit? And you're the first responder? Wow. Unbelievable.
He said he got shot in the leg.
If I can't find the wound, I don't know where to put this.
Exactly. And he's been moving around.
Can you talk to me?
What's your name, buddy?
Always trying to ID somebody. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this shit is crazy.
Three 6-1 Baker. What ambulance was responding? What?
6-7.
Right, Noli. Yeah. Like cruel and unusual punishment. Talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna let that man just die.
But they had to have seen us.
I promise, dancing isn't as hard as you think. And for Steezy Studio being available for $20 off, now's the time.
Shut up.
Standard 6-7. We're in the complex. We're looking for you.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Like, I would agree with you. I would agree with you, Denver Metro Audits. It's a horrible time response. Like, that's horrible.
Okay, did you say Harvard and West Street?
Six one Baker, if you come down Vassar, you'll see the fire truck in the middle of the street.
Okay. We found you.
I agree. It's absolutely gross.
There was a friend that waved us down, but he since took off. Now I see a casing.
I believe these men should be charged. I feel as far as several crimes documented here. This is absolutely crazy.
Sounds like he might have been talking when they first got on scene, but he's got no phone. That's from I'm gonna guess that's from you pushing on his chest. Yeah, that as far as.
So I'm assuming this is EMT right here.
He said he got shot in the leg.
Yeah, that's EMT. They are there.
We gotta get his clothes off him.
You told me to go in the ambulance with him?
And I think they're administering and see, I'm trained in CPR and AED. I would have never let this man bleed out like that. New Guru, what's up, man?
I need his shoes off.
Okay, are you assuming Denver Health guys?
Denver Health is on the work, so we'll probably have to go to Swedish.
Denver Health is on the way.
Yeah.
Oof.
I see either an exit or entrance wound. You see right here on his thigh.
I mean, we can get the story later. Get this man to a hospital. I don't give a shit if you guys got to transfer him there. You know, there's been plenty of times I've seen cops transfer people to the hospital.
And all he said was his friend was hit in the leg.
Okay. His friend was hit in the leg, and was this guy breathing when you came up?
Yes.
Was he laying on the ground?
Yes.
Do you have a name or anything? Anybody know anything?
Nothing.
This is so if you're this video pisses me off. Disgusting.
I'm gonna leave these clothes and shoes and everything here.
What's even worse is he probably would not have let bystanders who knows first aid help. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Even if they said they were a nurse or a doctor or something like that in the medical field, they would have told them, stand back, or let me get their ID too.
Would you mind starting a neighborhood survey?
I'm not trained, but would do something. Exactly. Because that's just the human beings in us.
361 Baker, phone number 720.
She's absolutely right. So anybody, I would encourage everybody to get first aid, CPR, AED training. It is, yeah. The underground auditor, how are you? Good morning to you, sir.
The only other witness is gone.
Not guilty.
I have to step back out of the scene. And he stepped back out of the scene, all right. There's nobody out here? There were multiple shots fired. Called. No.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they can use as simple as a belt tied up to stop the bleeding.
Yeah,
apply pressure. Turn him over to where it will prevent so much bleeding. There's so much things that can be done here, man. They just failed this young man. And you see what color he is. He's black. So, and which is crazy, I believe the officer is black, which is even more sad.
That's what it looks like.
I'm trying to think that, but none of these cars are hit.
Good morning, Jim.
Originally hit right in the middle.
I'm glad to be back, man. I've been away too long, so I'm getting back on my greasy. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, he said he was running toward the dog park.
Get this man to a fucking hospital. Like, why is he?
by the Jersey pit.
Oh boy, I tell you,
He's not shot from the
that is crazy. I don't understand. American Amy, good morning.
Shot by a driver in a car, more than likely. Because otherwise
shot
you'd
by
have
somebody
shell
in a
casings.
car.
Well, yeah, but if it's out the passenger window, like out
If
the
it's the
passenger
driver
window,
out the passenger window, yeah,
yeah,
the
you'd have no
shell
shell
casings are not
casings.
leaving.
Yeah.
If it's shot by the driver out the driver door or passenger,
Handle your business, no.
Unless he used a revolver.
use a revolver. Not,
Bro, can we figure this shit out like later? Like, get this man to a hospital. This is horrible.
Did someone already call for night shift?
6-2 Adam, they're going to Swedish.
Did anyone already call for night
Okay,
shift?
clear.
361 Baker.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can you raise night shift for me?
Sorry.
Those damn commercials.
If you enlist your vacation home on Airbnb, there will.
All right. He's still on the ground. This shit is crazy. This man is still on the ground. What? Like, this breaks my heart, man. Like, this shit is crazy.
It's 6-1 Baker.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I know y'all see this shit.
Know where this party was shot or condition?
I think he's saying police.
That's what I said.
Question.
It looks like he was shot in the leg, and I'm not sure of his condition yet.
Good morning, Lottie. Good morning.
Go ahead, thanks. 4 off.
What did he just say? I ain't hear that.
My man, Poor Dirt Farmer, man. Welcome. Good morning.
are you guys get hold of it?
Yeah.
We can get more people up here. Yeah, I think we're going to need it because it sounds like we got it. He might have been shot over there and then ran over here and then just collapsed over here. So. No.
Well, there's one guy that walked up saying there was a domestic over his place, but I don't know if that's related to this. Yeah, this guy.
I do have a female that was involved in the domestic with him over in Building I. Thought I'd let you guys know if you guys didn't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the domestic
But she was over there.
abuse.
She did have a scratch on her back, but she was topless.
Huh.
All I know is she's over in my building.
This person right here, standing in this little doorway.
Nope, that's my friend. She's actually sitting in the lobby in the front of that building.
Yeah, we're gonna need another car to go talk to her.
I don't. Okay. This is crazy.
He had a gun.
Wow, this is crazy. Dragonette Transparency. How you doing, love?
I think the friend might have removed the gun before we got here.
Yep.
Because
Jody Jefferson, what's up?
Claiming that the victim had a gun.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you have any cars that are coming, so they are not on scene.
Thanks.
Can you get lines with 130?
That's okay, Dragonette. That's all right. I always got love for you.
Who's that?
Finishing up here at the hospital.
It had to have hit an artery.
What's that?
I'm saying they had to have hit an artery.
Oh yeah.
Well, obviously, he's probably dead right now.
What?
Oh man. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Yeah, I would have been cussing all these fuckers out. I would have been like, get him. I would have just started, fuck it. I would have just had some gloves. I always try to carry around a few rubber gloves anyway. Just for, sanitation purposes. And I would have administered first aid some type of way. But then, they're good for, saying, oh, well, you're interfering. we all know where that goes, right? So how do y'all feel about this, man? Like, how do y'all, I feel a type of way, I felt this was some bullshit. This was absolutely inhumane. So we're gonna get to it. We're gonna talk about it real quick. I got this article comes from Denver Post, and I will be putting in the description as far as giving them their props as well. Shout out again to Hustler 604. He's the one who brought this to my attention. Let's see. Callous lack of humanity. Denver police officer fired for not giving first aid to bleeding gunshot victim who died. I think he should be fired and prosecuted. Okay, this was completely horrible. Let's see. A Denver police officer failed to provide first aid to a teenage gunshot victim, and he was a teenager. My God. Gunshot victim for more than 10 minutes last year. This happened last year. While an 18-year-old bled onto the pavement and pleaded for help before he died. An internal investigation found the officer, Dwayne Rogers, that's his name, Noli. His name is Dwayne Rogers, was fired November 22nd in connection with the September 7th, 2020 incident. So the incident happened in 2020 of September 7th. Another officer, David Clough, arrived at the scene at the same time and also did not provide first aid. But Clough resigned before disciplinary investigations finished. So his ass can possibly get a pension still. And this is what we also need to change too. We also need to change to where they did that. Just because they resign doesn't mean that they get their pension. They still need to be investigated. The disciplinary letter explaining Rogers' dismissal obtained by the Denver Post through a public records request does not name the victim, but coroner reports list Jelante Jones, that's the victim, 18, as the man who died in a shooting September 7th of 2020. It's unknown whether Jones would have lived had Rogers, a 16-year-old veteran. 16-year-old veteran. Wow. Veteran of the force given first aid. The letter does not state whether Jones died at the scene, but indicates he stopped breathing before paramedics arrived. Mary Delantier, the Denver Department of Public Safety Safety's chief deputy executive director wrote in the disciplinary letter that it would be reasonable to assume Jones would have been alive when paramedics arrived had Rogers acted. At no time did Officer Rogers crouch down near the victim. Delanche wrote, "At no time did Officer Rogers touch the victim. At not time did Officer Rogers offer words of comfort." And you see he didn't. Displayed its best exemplified by his response to the victim, saying, "Oh my God, help me!" With Officer Rogers replied, "Do you live?" Quote, "Do you live in this complex?" Like, are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me. The Denver Police Department said in a statement Thursday that the department opened an internal investigation in the early stages of homicide investigation after officers had concerns about Rogers' failure to render aid. Denver Police Chief Paul Pazin, which he's a piece of shit too, recommended Rogers be fired, which Delanche affirmed. The internal investigations was overseen by the Office of the Independent Monitor, the department said. Rogers and Clough responded to the report of shots fired at apartment complex address 10150 East Harvard Ave on September 7th, 2020, and found a man lying on his back in the parking lot, bleeding from his lower body. Rogers approached the man and requested an ambulance over the radio while Clough started stringing crime tape around the area. In this report from the night of the incident, Rogers wrote that the victim's pants were so bloody, and this is what I had mentioned, that he couldn't tell which leg was injured. So it was so bloody. When you seen that red on his pants, that was blood. That was not the color of his pants. Rogers later told investigators that he completed first aid and tourniquet training classes and generally carried a tourniquet on duty, but that he forgotten it that night. What? Rogers told investigators he didn't try to find the wound or stop the bleeding because he feared causing more harm to the man. No, you were just being lazy. Instead, he decided to talk to the man to try to keep him alert. If you're dying, you're dying. And he stated that several times to you. Quote, "I made the determination that I should not touch him because he's in dire stress at this point." Rogers told investigators, according to the letter, he's bleeding out, he can barely move, and he can barely talk to me at all. With all that going on, I made the determination that I can't touch him. I didn't want to fish around for injury and do more harm. End quote. Rogers' body camera recorded him speaking with Jones for minutes. He repeatedly asked Jones who shot him and what his name was. Jones did not often respond, but when he did, he repeatedly said, "I'm dying," or "I can't breathe." Minutes into the interaction, Rogers asked the victim, "Are you going to tell me what happened? Do you know what happened?" End quote. Quote, "Oh my God, help me," Jones responded. Rogers' camera footage shows he did not provide any medical aid to Jones for more than 10 minutes. He was on scene prior to the arrival of Denver Fire, according to the letter. Twice he walked away from the bleeding victim, and y'all seen that several times when he went to his car. Rogers never informed dispatchers that the man's health was deteriorating. He sure didn't. Asked Clough whether he had a tourniquet or required an officer with a tourniquet to come to the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least say, hey, I do not have a tourniquet in my vehicle. Can you please send an officer with a tourniquet stat? That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. Rogers is also only asked the victim once where he had been shot. Quote, Officer Rogers claimed that he was concerned about the aggravating the injury, cannot excuse the lack of care he demonstrated, and sent the foreseeable outcome of failing to render aid was death, which significantly outweighs any concern of aggravating an injury. End quote. And that was the law chase. I don't know how to say his damn name. Basically, Department of Safety of Denver. Quote. Clough told investigators that he assisted. He assessed the victim's injuries as life-threatening, but assumed Rogers was applying first aid. You didn't see him apply first aid, so how? That's a strong assumption. The day Rogers was fired for his inaction that day in 2020, he was simultaneously fired for not complying with city's COVID-19 vaccine mandate, records show. So these guys don't even know how to follow their own fucking rules. Denver police arrested suspect in Jones' death. Well, thank God. The day after the shooting. Online court records showed the suspect, DeAndre Horton, was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder, but that the prosecutors dismissed those charges. Horton pleaded guilty to first-degree assault in October and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. And I'm assuming the reason why they dismissed the charges for first-degree murder was because the officers could have saved his life. And he was literally bleeding out. And they probably was like, well, we're probably not going to win that charge because technically it was a technicality on our officers because they let him bleed out and they didn't administer any type of first aid. So we can't charge the person who shot him with that chart. We can only charge him now with first degree assault. Yeah, so it's crazy. Really, really crazy. Hey, Road Dog Media, what's going on, buddy? I'm gonna put up the link. If anybody wants to come up, discuss this real quick before I move on to the next story. It's a little bit lighter, but this is why we go out and record, right? This is the reason why we go out and hold public servants accountable. They allowed this young man to die. They allowed him to bleed out. And you're on fucking camera allowing this shit. Like, did you not think you were going to get in trouble for this shit? Like, did you, it's funny how you spend all this particular time asking for this man's ID, right? And do nothing about as far as making sure there's a tourniquet. What's up, Too Tall? What's going on, buddy?
What up, buddy?
I see them alpha critters you got.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You got some crackle in your microphone, brother. Go
Do
to
I?
your audio settings.
Hold on, let me
tell me what your microphone setting looks like. What is it on default?
Let me see. Can you hear me better now or no?
You sound like you got a bag of tater chips wrapped around your microphone.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's been jacked for a minute. Go to your microphone settings. It'll say microphone. Hit that button, and it'll go default or different microphones. Select the specific
Okay.
microphone you're using, and that should help.
Okay, hold on. This is camera audio. Go to audio.
Go to audio, and right there at the top it says microphone. Tap
Yeah,
inside that box.
It says default.
Yeah, tap that box, and it'll open up. Scroll down and find the microphone you're using, and kick it on.
Okay. Well, it says, okay, we got several ones. We got communications, microphone, we got microphone airy, we got stereo mix, and microphone voice mod.
Are you using your headphone, or are you using a microphone on your desk? If you're using your hit communications, whichever microphone, just work down the list and watch your bars as you speak.
Okay, you want me to hit the communications one?
Yeah, hit communications and give me a sound check. Nope, try another one.
How about
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to that. Yeah, that's the one. Try that some more. Give me a happy birthday.
So I need to use this one then, right?
Yeah, give me a bar of happy birthday and I'll get a sound check on you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Have you got your settings on auto adjust and echo cancel down to bottom?
I do have it on echo cancellation. Yes, I do.
And put it on auto adjust. That also helps reduce that crackle.
Okay, there we go. Automatically adjust mic volume. Okay, is that better?
That's better.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, no more tater chip bag on the microphone. Much better.
And
Mucho gudo.
That's why I love you, Too Tall, man.
Don't say that too loud. People start wondering.
So
yeah, it's time to pull out the pineapple on this motherfucker, man.
Right. So what do you feel about this video that you just recently? What's up, Police to Police 719? What's up, buddy?
I tell you what, I after watching about 15 minutes of this cop failing to do his duty, I'm ready to have a public tap dance there in Denver on this cop's ass.
I agree. Because I mean this was just inhumane, man. And not only that, the young man was 18. He was a kid, man. He was legally an adult, but he was a kid, man.
Right. I had a telephone. I assume he died laying out like that.
He did. Man. He died.
Yeah.
But
that's the intention. You know, that's just another thug we got off the streets. You know.
Yep. They, well, they killed each other. Oh well. And what was crazy, I believe the officer that failed to administer first aid was black. So that makes it even worse. So it's just like, really, dude? Like, come on, man. Like, that's just horrible. And not only that, it's just, why would you wait that? You're saying that you didn't want to touch him, or you didn't want to.
Well, I mean, all the biologicals of the germs and the things, I mean, it ain't like he's got some rubber gloves. And
right.
stuff.
That's what and then not only that, you forgot your tourniquet and you just received training on that, bro. Like, dude, like.
Yeah. We need to pop smoke and investigate this pineapple.
Yeah. But he is fired, but he was never charged.
Practice and aim for the mist.
Yeah, he was fired, but he was never charged, which is crazy. What's up, Princess OPD?
I think he needs to be thoroughly investigated. There should be charges, man. They cover that up, man. It's just further evidence that shit is fucked up and stuff till today.
Now imagine this though, right? Check this out. And we also have my good friend Police to Police 719. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Here, let me change my avatar real quick.
My brother, for those some big guns you got in that picture, sir.
I know. I was gonna change it real quick. I forgot how that one.
So just imagine, right?
That's not a stick of gum. That's a tripod for your camera.
So guys, just imagine, right? If that wasn't recorded, do you believe? And I know the answer, but I want to get out again. I don't want to assume anything. Do you believe they would have tried everything under the sun to try to cover this up?
Wouldn't have to. They swept this under the rug, man. Well, this is the shit we see. Imagine the shit we don't see.
Right. What about you, 719? Do you think they would have tried to cover this up if they didn't have the Road Dog in the building.
Yep, trouble's here.
Trouble.
I wasn't gonna leave you stuck out here with 719 all by yourself. I figured I'd give you some backup.
Okay, I appreciate that. Princess OPD, what's up, mamas? Good morning.
Hey, one thing I want to add into that.
Yeah,
I don't care if you're black,
what
white,
do you
pink,
think?
or
What do you think about this, Road Dog? I want your views on this.
Well, my thing is I don't care if you're pink, purple, black, white. I don't care who you are. If it's a human life, man. If you're able to save them,
right?
If you stop and think about it, even if he did the tourniquet wrong,
right,
and the dude lost his leg because of it, at least he still had his life.
Right. Right.
So for the excuse of, well, I didn't want to touch it because I may do more damage. Bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Cut that sucker off if you have to.
Right. Right. I mean, hell, take your own belt. You can do a tourniquet with a belt. Something.
Right. You could make a tourniquet out of anything.
He could have taken his
719 is a prime example because he saved a person's life. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but he saved a person's life. And that guy was like spitting out blood, right? 719.
So now we were at the junkyard, and the dude was trying to cut off a muffler on a vehicle, and the sawzall went completely through his forearm, in and out.
Right.
So if you look at your forearm, you got your main muscles, your main artery underneath where your wrist is.
Okay.
Well, the sawzall went through on top and then went down completely through and then went all the way back.
Okay.
So he cut his main artery and he ran in, and of course we tried our belts, but our belts were way too thick, So I looked at my roommate and I said, well, fuck, what do we have? We don't have shoelaces because we wear boots, cowboy boots.
Okay.
I looked at his toolbox and said, hey, man, that fucking strap, let me use it. He said, go ahead, save my fucking life. Do whatever you need to do. I said, okay. So I took the strap off his toolbox, took a tire iron, and tightened that motherfucker down, and the bleeding stopped. Now, the thing with tourniquets, though, is you're only really supposed to leave it on for an hour because you got this. It's called the golden 60 minutes. Okay. You could bleed out within 2 minutes and die.
Okay.
If you don't stop the bleeding.
Okay.
So people are like, oh, you can leave a tourniquet on for 2 hours. No, you can't. Once you put that tourniquet on, right, a real tourniquet, you are no longer allowed to take that off. The only people that are allowed to take that off is doctors, PhD degrees, EMTs, firefighters, cops. They can only adjust it, but they cannot take it off of you.
Okay. That's something new. I did not know that. And that's crazy because they don't teach that in regular first aid class. I'm glad you said that because it's kind of like the same thing. Like, I'm insecurity. Like, for instance, if you have somebody detained in handcuffs, only people that are supposed to take the handcuffs off are police officers. Because,
all right, brother, I got to bounce. I got some shits to do. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you, Tutal.
Remember that microphone shit,
Do I have to do that every single time, or is it just adjusted?
I've noticed a lot of people coming in, and StreamYards is doing that shit. That you got to be sure to adjust that microphone to which default's fucking up a lot lately.
Okay.
So if ever you hear somebody crackling, get to that default and that auto adjust.
Right. Okay.
All right. Peace.
Okay. Now,
Later, man.
Appreciate you.
and real men or women are willing to do the Slurpee challenge. Hey, 6 apple fritters and a $20 dono to the DC Accuracy Legal Funds. Don't be scared. Make me a video. You could be a wiener.
Oh boy.
Man, damn it! You and them damn apple. Now I'm hungry again.
Oh no. We done got the game on, man. It's Taco Bell Slurpee.
Oh, Taco Bell Slurpees.
One
Was it the
Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen his Taco Bell Slurpees challenge yet?
No.
Oh, you need to go watch it. That is.
God, I'm afraid now.
Yeah, you take 6 tacos, 6 crunchy tacos.
Okay.
1 Mountain Dew, 1 blender, 1 big straw.
But wait, are we? But what about
you
the
take
brain
the 6
freeze
tacos,
shit?
put them in the blender with a Mountain Dew,
Ugh.
blend it up, and drink it.
Oh,
I can honestly say I saw him do it the first time he did it. I was like, oh my, no, I couldn't do it. Nope, couldn't do it.
It was delicious. Delicious. Don't be scared.
Do you got a video on that?
He sure does.
It's in the link I posted.
Man, I'm gonna put the link in the comment. Cause we gotta look at that, man.
There you go. I got it in the private for you.
Okay.
You definitely need to play it. It's a riot.
Oh,
when he did that, I about died laughing. I was like, he's not really gonna drink it. Well, my God, he did.
Oh boy.
When you get your teeth ripped out and stuff, and you ain't got no teeth on the bottom side, you got to get that shit down in you one way or another. Hell, I've done roast beef dinner Slurpees, Thanksgiving dinner Slurpees, man. So
Amazing Nuggets, welcome to the chat.
We might have an upcoming Slurpee of the apple fritter and Jägermeister Slurpee. Somebody's really putting me to it on that one. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm out.
All right, brother.
Have fun and do good.
And you the man right back, Amazing Nuggets. Thank you for the work you do. I know I gotta have I know I got haters. It's all good. Here's the thing. So I have another. It's a little lighter, but this could be a trigger. This could be a trigger for some females, or it couldn't be. It could be an open-mindedness. It opens up for dialogue. Okay, so I found this amazing video, right? And it's actually, matter of fact, hold on, before I get into that, who's ever married, can I get a 1, and who's single, can I get a 2? Just real quick. I just want to see something.
I was both at one
quick.
point in life.
I want if anybody's married, put a 1, and if you're single, put a 2. Just real quick. I want to see something real quick. Road Dog, you single?
Yep.
Hey, throw
me too.
I'm
I'm single too. I'm gonna put a 2 too. I'm gonna put a 2. I'm single.
Oh yeah, 2. Put a 2 for me too. I ain't married. Fuck that shit. Put a 2.
I'm a 2. Okay, you a 2? Okay. All right, so there's okay. Somebody said, okay, 1's a widow. Okay, 3. Okay. Well, you still married. I mean, you're a widow, but you still, I get it. Okay. All right. So this next video that I'm about to play, and like I said, I want to dive. I want my audience to grow with me. And I want, because I said I'm going to be talking about music. I'm going to be talking about relationships. I'm going to be talking about just to see what other people think about. I'm also going to be talking about mental health, all those type of things. So this next video I'm going to be playing is a woman admitting that she has nothing to offer a man. Nothing, absolutely nothing to offer a man, and she breaks down why. Okay, so again, this is a trigger warning. It might trigger some ladies in the comment section. This is not women bashing. This is actually coming from a woman. So I want y'all thoughts on this real quick, gentlemen. real quick. So I'm going to be playing this, and I want you guys' thoughts on this. And this is this. I mean, this video has gone viral. Like it's that deep. So
well, I can't be too mad at her. I want to get I want to get my nuts snipped, never have kids, never be married again to the mountains, be away from everybody.
Oh my God. All right, guys. All right. This is the woman that we're referring to right here. She clearly admits that she has nothing to offer a man. Okay. And I want y'all thoughts on this because this is very interesting. And not only that, in the title, I said, is the dating pool in danger? Is there too many single people out here? 80% of people of 80% who is filing for divorce are women. Not men, women. So how do we fix that? How do we have the conversation? Because at the end of the day, we're not meant to be alone. God put us on this earth to be with somebody. He made he made the woman a rib for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They're not supposed to be out here by themselves. So how do we have the conversation? How do we have direct conversation? And how do we have that conversation of really celebrating more people being together? So without further ado, without my yapping, here is the video.
The point of me making this live was basically I realized today that I have nothing to offer a man. Nothing. And I feel like it took me 32 years to realize it because I just found that out today. So I was today years old when I realized it. And then it took me a lot of pride swallowing to be able to admit it. I'm going to tell you why I feel the way I feel. This is not based off anyone else. This is only based off myself, but I just wanted to share it just in case it may help somebody else. I feel like I don't have anything to offer to a man because a man asked me what I had to offer him. And it was the way he asked that made me realize that I don't. He simply stated, I realize that you're single, but tell me what would I benefit from having you as my woman? Now, outside of the basics, like,
here's the link. Here's the link.
I work. I didn't have nothing else to offer. And the reason I realized that I didn't is because I got to thinking about myself. And all I've been doing for so many years is just working and taking care of kids. I don't know necessarily what I'm into. So they're both hobbies. I'm not necessarily sure my feminine level of energy because majority of my relationships, I wore the pants. So how can you, as a woman, offer to be a woman to a man if you've never fully been a woman? I am a woman because I'm a female, but I'm talking about like actually be a woman, like to a man. I've never experienced that, so I don't know what that feels like. So I can't honestly say that I have anything to offer as far as a woman outside of just being a woman. So that means all I really do have to offer is simplicity because I'm a woman and we have one. That's really not enough. I can't honestly say I can offer you a nurturing environment because I'm too frustrated about the children that I have and the lack of help that I have with them. So it's like I can't necessarily be so nurturing to you when I'm frustrated at the amount of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know I can't offer you that. I can offer cooking for you, but then to me, it comes at a price because if you're coming and you're sitting and you're eating my food and you're not providing any of it, I'm a feel away. So now I'm offering you bitterness. That's not anything a man wants. Why would you want a bitter female? Well, I'm bitter because of my own merits. So it's not your job to fix the bitterness. It's my job to fix it. As much as I want a man to come to me ready, able to provide, work, and handle himself, I think that me as a female, I need to have my emotions in check because if a man wants peace, I don't have any because I'm frustrated. I'm bitter, I'm emotional, I'm upset. So I made this video because today I realized that I don't have anything to offer a man outside of good looks. And I learned that I don't want a man for just his looks. So how can I be so selfish and only offer a bare minimum and expect so much? That is some unfair shit. Now, I don't know about all these other females. Other females may not agree or even feel the way I feel about the children that I have and the lack of help that I have with them. So it's like I can't necessarily be so nurturing to you when I'm frustrated at the amount of nurturing that I'm already doing. So therefore, I know I can't offer you that. I can offer cooking for you, but then to me, it comes at a price because if you're coming and you're sitting and you're eating my food and you're not providing any of it, I'm a feel away. So now I'm offering you bitterness. That's not anything a man wants. would you want a bitter female? Well, I'm bitter because of my own merits. So it's not your job to fix the bitterness. It's my job to fix. As much as I want a man to come to me ready, able to provide, work, and handle himself, I think that me as a female, I need to have my emotions in check, because if a man wants peace, I don't have any, because I'm frustrated. I'm bitter, I'm emotional, I'm upset. So I make this video because today I realized that I don't have anything to offer a man outside of good looks. And I learned that I don't want a man for just his looks. So how can I be so selfish and only offer a bare minimum and expect so much? That is some unfair shit. Now, I don't know about all these other females. Other females may not agree or even feel the way I feel. But I know me, I know the man that I'm looking for and wanting, I'm not even half of him. So the reason that I'm even talking about all of this is because I watched a video that Steve Harvey had a while ago. And what he said was that when you're out looking for a spouse, you should find a person that is a cup, that is the same type of cup as you. So if you imagine yourself as a water bottle, and this is 2 Ozarka bottles. If you meet a spouse that is just a cat, and then you're a bottle, when you go into pouring into this person, they're a cat. So that means they can hold a cap full of what you've poured. Well, if you pour everything you got into them, they've only held a cap full amount. So now it's time for them to pour back into you, and all they have is the cap. But you're still this whole bottle. So you expect this little cap to fill all of you up. That doesn't work. So now I'm realizing I've been walking around feeling like a bottle, where really I'm a cat. And I'm not looking for bottles. And niggas are shaped like bottles, ain't full of shit. And I have nothing to fill them with. So I'm empty and low, and these men are empty too, and I'm out here mad about it. So I had to take a step back, and I've just learned this. I had to take a step back and look at myself and realize, girl, you don't even have shit to offer while you out here mad at these men. So how about you focus on getting you something to offer a man that would be something that they could walk away from you and feel like, you know what, I can't live without her, because without her I can do this, this, and this, and this. Because I'm telling you, with me, you can get you some attitude. All the bitches got attitude. Well, I got one of them. Nobody wants that. And with me, you can get a baby, because I seem to make those. But all the bitches do that. So what about me is going to be different from this next female? I'm about to take the time and figure that shit out. So I just want to share with y'all that some of us ladies may not necessarily have anything to offer a man, and we don't realize that, because we feel like we're a woman and that's enough. But if you want a man to be more than just a nigga, then you gonna kind of have to be more than just a bitch. Okay, that's all.
Okay, that was an earful.
She was like all over the table.
Yeah,
that was an earful. But I will say this. I appreciate her honesty. I appreciate, and remember, we're a channel about transparency and accountability, and I feel that she was accountable for what she did. She's saying, because there's too many. This is what I feel, and then I'll ask individually how you guys feel. That when we ask a female or a woman, hey, when we're dating, what do you bring to the table? And it concerns me, because I get a lot of pushback with this and saying, well, I am the table. Well, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what that doesn't mean anything to me. You being the table, that doesn't. Can we get along? Are you nice? Are you inspirational? Can you cook? Can you clean? Can you do any of those type of things? Because it seems like the word submissive is like kryptonite to modernized women. I feel that some females want us to act in a traditional role as a man, but don't want to be in a traditional role as a woman. So that's my take on it. We will start with Road Dog and then Police to Police 719. How do you feel about this video?
Well, one of the things that I've realized, a lot of women are becoming the breadwinners. That's why we're seeing an increase of women divorcing the men, because the men don't bring anything to the table.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Men or men? Because this is how
you get a lot of guys that are they're not working. They're letting the woman go out and work. They're being the homemaker. We're seeing a lot of women being the breadwinner, even though when they do both work.
Okay.
Like the guy will go out and become a mechanic and make, let's just say, $20,000 a year.
Sure.
Where the woman goes in and she becomes a real estate agent, and she's bringing in $100,000 a year.
Okay.
And say I've been single now for almost 3 years.
Okay.
And a lot of the women that I run into are beat. They're just beat down mentally, physically, emotionally, and everything else. And and there again, what's the guy bringing to the table? Emotional beat downs. And that's one of the things I have a hard time with, because I'm not one to hit a woman.
No.
I'm there to respect my woman.
Yeah.
And a lot of women, believe it or not, I'm running into, they don't want that. They don't want the nice guy. They want the bad guy.
So it's basically on the verge of nice guys finish last. That announcement.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And with me being fit, I'm 54.
Okay.
So I'm up there in age. I'm not looking. I'm looking for something that's real. I'm looking for a forever.
Okay.
I'm not looking for a right now.
Okay.
And there's a lot of women out there that, oh no, we need to date casually. Just when I want some, you come over, that kind of thing. And it's like, yeah, I'm not all about that.
Yeah. And thank you for that. And I feel you on that. Because I want to dissect that. There is a difference between men and males, little boys ideology, and fuck boys.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
So males, those are just a person who has all the physical parts, but doesn't possess the skill of a man. A man is accountable. A man is a leader. A man is a protector and provider. That's what a man is. It instills all those particular qualities, and a man's going to take care of his woman. A fuck boy is the one who's irresponsible, who lacks accountability, who blames other people, who would rather, is more easier for him to, I guess, sit in his trauma and knowingly and possibly unknowingly cause that trauma on other people. A little boy ideology is a person who's possibly, I don't know, maybe doesn't set boundaries, doesn't know what his boundaries are. A lot of the time they a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? They go with every time they have an argument or a disagreement with a woman, they run to their mama, and they expect their mama to come in and engage. And they don't know those particular boundaries, and they have a possession of a little boy to where they're not responsible. Sometimes they're jobless, and possibly never had a mentor or a father figure in the home. So we have to look at that too. But 719, what are your thoughts on this video? How do you feel about it? And let me know what you think, brother.
You know, that's how she feels. You know, and there's a lot of people that feel like that out in the world. You know, we're living in a crazy world where, you know, how would I say it? Women are done turning the blind cheek, that they're starting to speak up for themselves and realize who they are as a whole person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, society's changing and women are like, well, shit, I'm tired of, you know, just giving this, and that, and not giving this, and back. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and I've been single for the past almost a year and a half now.
Okay.
And, you know, I came to realize my happiness is where I want to be. And what I mean by that is,
okay,
if I'm not happy with myself and who I am, and what I have done in life, then I know I'm not ready to try to make someone else happy.
Okay.
So why
That's
would
fair.
I get in a relationship to bring someone else down when I don't know their mental state of mind? They might be the happiest person in life, and then they get with me because they just think I'm this person that I'm really not, and then I bring them down to my level. That's just unfair to them.
Okay.
And I would never do that to someone.
Okay.
So I do see where she's coming from. I do. But on the other hand, I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? Because she starts blabbing about all this other shit. But
I had to listen to it a couple times for sure because I was just like, what is she? But
Yeah, she was all over the table.
She was every. But you can see.
I could get the understanding where she was coming from.
Yeah, yeah, and those are the people that you have to run away from. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that you have to let heal. Because here's the thing. I think in couples we put too much pressure on. Oh well, you're supposed to make me happy. No, you are supposed to make yourself happy, and I'm supposed to contribute to your happiness.
Correct.
I'm not supposed to make you more fucked up. I'm supposed to be an inspiration. I'm supposed to be your peace. And correct me if I'm wrong. I've gotten to an age to where I'm 36. All I want is peace. I don't want any. I just want peace. That's it.
I don't want
leave the drama at the door.
I don't want no
that's
drama.
What I said. I don't want your bullshit.
I just don't. And a lot of and I think and this video really came from the red pill community. I don't know if you guys heard of that community. It's like the Kevin Samuels, the alpha males, and I consider myself an alpha male. Obviously, you've seen me on video. I do and say whatever the fuck I want. But again, when I say whatever the fuck I want to police, it's in accordance of the law. So what I'm saying is that we have to have, I think women are starting to wake up to the fact, like, wait, we can't just go into the dating market and be like, oh, take me how I am. No, there's something that you have to bring to the table, because if I'm bringing X, Y, and Z to the table and I'm healed, I consider myself a healed person because I did the work. I went to therapy. I've talked to somebody. I've read plenty of books. I've also read the five love languages. Changed my whole entire life. But the thing is, I just recently let a female go because I sent her this video and we were just talking, we were just dating. And she says, oh my God, this is a complete eye opener. I said, this is me. And I said, what do you mean? What do you mean this is me? And she was like, this lady in the video is me. Oh my God. And I was like, so are you saying, because I want to be clear, you have nothing to offer me? She says, no, you deserve better. And I was just like, wow. She was just like, oh my God, I didn't realize how fucked up my situation is. She says, I am a single mother. I have 2 kids. I am frustrated with not having any type of help from their fathers. I have no, like, for instance, like as far as scheduling and all that type stuff, when we try to go on dates and stuff like that, she's never available because her babysitter's never available sometimes, especially during the holidays. Hey, Mexican long hair, what's up, buddy?
I grabbed his ear and drug him in here.
Yeah.
He needs to get up on panel though.
He does. Because me and Mexican long hair was talking about this the other day about this. But here's the thing. What up, MLH? I want to say this, like, it's just like we have to be able to have the conversation. We have to be real. And regardless, her being all over the place, she was absolutely honest and she was in her truth. But now that you know the truth, what are you going to be doing about that truth? Are you going to be changing? Are you going to get the necessary help that you need as far as resources? Because there's resources out there. Are you going to correct your behavior and knowing and realizing that because I feel like this, because I had asked, because a woman, I had said something on my post, right? And she was just like, so what do you mean women have to compete? And I said, okay, I said, let me ask you this question and you'll have your answer. And she said, no, I want the answer. I said, no, hold on. It's a method to my madness. I said, let me ask you the question and you'll get your answer, I promise. And she was like, okay, so what's the question? I said, now, who are the people that get better results, winning results? Is it a person that competes or is it a person that is entitled? And she stated, well, it's a person that competes. Okay, so you just answered your own question. Do y'all get where I'm coming from? If you want better results in your life, you have to compete. Men, we're hunters. We are automatically competitive in nature.
Women are nurturers. Women are nurturers. Men are hunters.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, people need to not be comfortable in their relationships. You just like the NBA, the NFL, you have those are tryouts every year. Don't automatically think that you're going to get that position. There's tryouts every single year.
There's a saying in the military: never get comfortable in your own fucking boots because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
And what they mean by that is, let's say you run a mission. Let's say that's your 5th deployment, okay? And you're like, oh, I know the ins and outs. You know, I'm a first sergeant or I'm a staff sergeant. I've deployed so and so many times. Those are the motherfuckers that get killed because they're cocky about it, right?
Right. Those are entitled people, right?
Exactly. Those are the ones that get comfortable with things. You never get comfortable in life because life never gets comfortable. Life never gets comfortable with you.
That hit me like a ton of bricks. Say it again. Say it again for the people in the back.
You never get comfortable with life because life never gets comfortable with you.
Okay, and I agree.
And I heard that from an old man once, and I didn't realize until older I got, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" He was right, because life will fuck you harder than any of your exes ever have, and remember that.
Ooh,
that's so true,
man. You preaching today, 719. You preaching today, sir.
But you can look at it as an
Road-Dogg?
auditor. Look at it as an auditor.
Mm-hmm.
We go out, we have 50 interactions.
Right.
In those 50 interactions, we never get arrested. The cops kind of, I'm not going to say they bow down to us, but they kind of leave us alone. And then we get to the point where we start getting cocky. And you get comfortable with talking this way and doing this certain thing. And then all of a sudden, you run into that one cop that's like, I'm taking your butt to jail.
Yep.
Okay. And then all of a sudden, it's like, whoa, wait. Oh, I forgot I could be arrested at any point in time. I mean, you can look at it the same way.
Right.
You can look at a relationship the same way because you get comfortable with your woman and you start slacking off on certain things that you should be doing. And next thing you know, a slap in the face and she's gone.
Right. I agree. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Thank you for being here. But no, I agree because we go into it when I started auditing, like I already made it in my head to where I was at peace with, okay, this could be the one where you get arrested. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. But here's the thing. This is what I do. This is how I compete, I guess, in other words. I go to the law library. I Google articles. I make sure that I pull up the Google the Google map to where that I know where certain points are as far as restricted areas and unrestricted areas where I'm allowed to be as far as the public accessibility. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think that's auditors who compete and really do their homework. And then I'm not saying compete against each other as far as really competing within themselves as far as being more and more better at what they do and getting better at their craft.
If you stop and think about it,
amazing.
We're on separate teams. We have the police and we have us.
Right.
So it's almost like a baseball game, football game, basketball game, whatever you want to call it, because
right.
they're pulling their strategies, we're pulling our strategies, and we're competing against each other. We're trying to prove that, hey, we can do this.
Right.
They're trying to prove, no, you can't.
Right. Right. And that's what we have to go as far as the mindset as far as dating. So when I date with intent. I date as marriage minded. I still believe in marriage. I'm also divorced as well. So, but I'm not going to knock out the park as far as another female because of my past relationships. That's not fair to her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go into it and being like, okay, this is the one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to interview. It's just like in the job, you got to interview. Yeah, it is. It's an interview.
It basically is.
Because I'm making an investment. You got to understand, when you pay for a date, that's an investment. Regardless, however you look at it, that's an investment.
You sound like that.
Go ahead, Amazing Honest. Go ahead. What you feeling over here? We having a deep conversation. How do you feel about?
I'm going to get in on the conversation in a minute, man. I was trying to comment earlier about the lady that you showed, but we're past that. I'll just listen in for a minute. What I was trying to say is that sound like Cat Williams when he be like, I'm chasing around my $7 investment.
But the thing is, when we take you out on dates, we're making an investment. That's why you get to know a person and stuff like that. That's what my intent is to marry this woman. That is my intent. And not only that, dating kind of fucking sucks, especially nowadays. It fucking sucks. It's horrible. Because people, because everything is so accessible to everybody. You know, you got the Instagram models, you know what I'm saying? And they're already on a platform where they're entitled, where they don't have to compete. They're there. They're saying they are the table because look at my body and look at how good I look and I got a pussy. Like, okay, but what do you bring to the table? Like, are you nice? Are you going to inspire me? Do you cook? Do you clean? Are you a good mother? Are you a good person? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you treat people? You know,
and that's what it boils down to, man. You know, like out of this whole year and a half of me, like being myself and finally finding happiness within myself, I've came to realize I don't want a woman. I don't want that companionship, and here's the reason why.
Okay,
I'm a lonely bird, and I love being a lonely bird. Okay. Back in the day when I was younger, people were like, oh, you know, you're happy with your woman? Yeah, I was. And then when we broke up, I was like, shit, you know, was I really happy though at that time? Or was it a fake smile? And now I can truly say, you know what? I wasn't happy. I'm happy with myself. And what I want in life is I want a cabin in the middle of fucking nowhere with nobody near me. And I want to be by myself, and I don't want to have kids. That's just me though.
Okay. And you are entitled to your feelings.
Because then at that point, I know I have to rely on myself and myself only. I don't want to have to look at someone like, hey, man, you know, can you help me out? Or, hey, you know, can you do this?
Amazing.
That's only because 719 doesn't want any more roommates. Just saying.
Amazing. It seems like you want to get in. What something's on your mind.
I have an opinion about relationships in general. It's kind of a shitty opinion.
No, it's your honesty. We want your honesty.
You know what? Here's how I feel about it, man. Relationships are. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you.
Everything good in a relationship happens in the front of the relationship at the very beginning. Okay. And then in the end, it's a drag. I mean, it's a drag. You legit hate seeing the fucking person's face. You know what I'm saying? At the end. And then when usually a lot of times anyways, when it's over or at that ending part right there, the pain and the hurt is way more than any positive you ever got out of the relationship.
Right.
Exactly. But but wouldn't the pain be from being all that invested in giving you your everything that you had to that one person and them taking advantage of it or being comfortable with it. You know what I mean? And that's what it boils down to. You gave this person your everything, and they took advantage of it, and they got comfortable with it, and now you're heartbroken and destroyed because of one thing that you
I
did
agree,
wrong.
100%. And Gary makes a good point, and this is very true. Women are chasing top 5% of men, and think they deserve the world for being women, and it's very true.
It is.
Like I said, the red pill community, Kevin Samuel, he's the godfather. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. Please go subscribe to that man. That man would have saved me saved me 10 grand. And he'll ask the women, so how much financial burden do you want after having a child? You know, oh well, not really that much, or 20%. Oh, he has to make 6 figures, and they never discuss anything about love, about the type of person that it's all about money. And it's crazy. And it's just like, oh shit, this is crazy. There's only 10% of these men who are quote unquote high value men. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is like, dude, what about the blue collar workers? What about the average Joes? You know what I'm saying? They deserve love too. And you can build with that person and possibly have him be a high quality man, just from your inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
And then
they wouldn't be happy no matter what anyways. You couldn't possibly make them happy. If they had the top 5 tier dude, they wouldn't make that work out.
Yep. You know, in the military, I remember, you know, the sergeants and shit would tell the privates and the new guys, don't marry women. And, you know, and everyone's like, well, why not? You know, and then they go do it, and then they get heartbroken. They're like, we loved them. And then they're like, we told you not to. They were after the money and the health care and all this shit. And hopefully you didn't get them knocked up, because they're taking your kid and then your fucking VA when you get
don't
out.
get me started on marriage, man, at all. I just went through a divorce.
So let me read this comment real quick. She said, that's funny, from Happy Life, Nikki, and welcome to the show, Nikki. She said, that's funny because most of the women I know find men don't want them to be independent and want to take over their lives, so they stay single. So, okay, let's dig that. Yes, I will be one of the persons that says I don't want an independent woman, and here's why. Okay, I want an interdependent woman. I want a woman that's going to feed the relationship. I don't need a person that says, well, I don't need a man for shit. Then there's no, okay, I'm independent. I don't need nobody. I don't need no man. Yes, you do. You do need a man. And
a woman's life could not exist without men. We cater to them 24/7, whether they're nice to us or whether there's any reason to be nice to a woman, we have to fucking be nice to them.
Right. And here's the thing, guys. And here's the thing. A lot of things with a case with a lot of modern women. This is the environment that you guys chosen to go down to with the whole feminist movement in 1930. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm all women. Hear me roar. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanted equality. We gave y'all equality. But the thing is, y'all want to be modern and not be traditional, but you want the man to be traditional. And that's where the problem lies. The thing is, it doesn't work that way. And the thing is, you can't have it all. No one can. Go ahead, amazing audience.
Man, let's talk about the expectations that are put on men. Okay, the ridiculous fucking amount of expectations put on a male from the time that we are so fucking young that by the time you're an adult, you're dealing with adult people. They're like, a man is this, a man should do that, a man this, a man that. The shit is stacked up so motherfucking high on top of a man. It's amazing we don't fucking collapse under the world's expectations of fucking men.
Amen.
And not only that, but we're also taught the world doesn't owe you shit. And we're taught that as little boys. The world doesn't owe you shit.
And don't cry because you're a man. Don't cry.
Right, we're not allowed to cry. We're not allowed to be vulnerable.
Fuck that, I cry.
No, I did.
And I cried too. I don't give a fuck.
I remember my dad.
If the feeling strikes, show.
I think we need to get Nikki up here.
And I
Okay.
remember my dad telling me.
Hey, Nikki, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, Nikki.
What is your opinion on the video? What is your opinion? I want to hear what you got to say, because I want to be fair and get a woman's viewpoint on this, and
100.
Let's have a conversation, not argue, but we want to have a conversation.
Like it or not, I want to hear what she has to say.
Okay, let me grab my headphones because I can barely hear you guys.
Okay.
Headphones are important.
I remember my dad growing up. Okay, my dad was a badass to me.
Okay.
Because my dad was in the military. He was special forces. He was also in the Marine Corps before he went into the Army.
Sure.
So growing up, we got up at 0500, which is 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. Always ran, 2 miles. Don't give a fuck if there's 10 feet of snow. We were outside. If it was hell, we were outside running. So my dad was very disciplined on me. My room had to look a certain way. The dishes had to be done, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
And I remember my dad beating my ass because I lost a fight, in middle school. I got my ass kicked by 3 kids.
Okay.
And my dad beat my ass because of it. And he said, men don't cry, and you're a fucking man. Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
Right.
And that stuck with me. And I was a vindictive kid because of my father. And at 17, I looked at my dad and said, you know what? I want to join. And he said, okay. So he took me down. We signed and I left. And when my dad passed away, I didn't cry because I was like, I always had the mindset, don't cry, men don't cry. And then I broke down and I fucking lost my shit. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing in life? Who have I become? I'm becoming like my father, and all these emotions just took over.
Okay.
And I remember my dad telling me at one point in my life, and I'll never forget, be a better person than what I was to you.
And you know what? It's funny that you say that, because I tell my son that every time. I said, look, you have no choice but to be better than me. You have no choice, because at the end of the day, I'm leaving a legacy, and I need you. I'm out there in the streets, and I'm fighting for your rights. I'm fighting for your friends' rights, and I'm fighting for everybody's rights. And the thing is, when you go to school, you're a representation of me, so you have no choice but to be better than me. Because the same thing was applied to me as far as my father. So, Nikki, go ahead, and we love to hear your thoughts real quick.
So I'm going to be honest and tell you, I came in after the video because I was harassing Wolverine a little bit. Sorry, that's my pet to harass, because he hands me his goat on a leash and it's beautiful. So the old saying, I'm going to get your goat. Don't let him get your goat. Well, he gives me his goat on a leash and I love it. So anyway, I didn't watch the video, but I get the gist. My only issue in the chats and what I'm hearing,
yes, ma'am,
is a lot of generalizations. Okay, so. There's a lot of male perspective here about the things that a lot of women are doing wrong, but it's generalized over to all women. But there's not a perspective about what you men are doing wrong in the eyes of women. I've been married twice and widowed twice. I've never been divorced.
Okay.
My first husband died in an automobile accident. The woman he was cheating on me with was drunk driving with him, and he perished.
Oh, shit. Karma's a bitch.
My second husband had a stroke.
Okay.
But we were in marital counseling, where I read the same book, The 5 Love Languages, by the way, because he cheated on me.
Okay.
And I stayed with him. And we were working things out, and then he died. Like,
Well, now
I have a partner now. Wait, let me finish. I have a partner now who's divorced twice. Between us, we have 9 children, most of them grown. Most of them adults, live on their own. We have 2 of mine at home. One of the things that people aren't realizing as individuals, both men and women, is that in order, like you said about healing, in order to have a relationship, you have to have something to give. So every human being, not just women out there, needs to go heal from their traumas before they use them to traumatize somebody the fuck else. And that means every man, every woman, because every human being has traumas, especially those of us past our 20s. You guaranteed got some fucking trauma to work through in this world. And if you don't do the work to work through it, you are going to traumatize the persons you're in a relationship with, whether it's romantic, friends, parents, brothers, sisters, children. And I'll shut up now.
Okay. One quick second, Amazing Honest, before because I would like to have a rebuttal, respectfully. I did state I did break down. I don't know if you were here when I said it, but I broke down the difference between men, males, little boys, and fuck boys. I'm speaking on the account of men who actually have their shit together, who who want to be a husband, who are a husband, and do their duties. That's who I speak. I don't speak for fuck boys and irresponsible males.
Right, but you're lumping women in with the irresponsible girls.
No,
so
no, no.
I'd appreciate
no.
it.
I said
if
females. I said females.
Well, females is all of us. You need
No.
You
There's
need
a
to
difference.
not lump us all.
Okay, so let me break that down for you. Okay,
Got it.
so there's a
Right.
difference between females and women. Females have the body parts. They have all, but doesn't mean that they possess the femininity.
If you're gonna say boys, if you're gonna say boys and men instead of males and men, you need to say girls and women instead of females and women. Because I ain't gonna take offense when you talk about girls, honey, because I ain't one. But when you say females, that sure as fuck is me. Do you see what I'm saying?
So no, but I'm not talking about the women. The women know what I'm talking about. The women know, like, okay, well, I don't possess those. I've done the work. I've done the healing. I've done my part as a good woman to do that. I'm talking about modernized females. That's what I'm talking about. Modernized. And again, I said this was going to be triggering to some females. I said some. Before I played the video, I don't know if you heard me, but I said some. But amazing on it. Go ahead and I'd love to hear what you need to say, sir.
I no longer have a comment.
You don't have a comment? Okay.
No comment.
Okay. No comment. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the first I've ever seen him no comment.
Did I break it down pretty? Okay. So, and that's
I think we talked too much and he forgot.
No, but I want to, because the thing is, this is what here's the thing. Us as human beings, we're not meant to be single. And I hear you, 719. I get your analogy, but what I'm saying is that's how we build together. That's how we move forward. That we were programmed to be with one another.
He says he remembers. Let him get it out.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That made me remember how I totally disagree, man. I totally disagree. I don't think we're meant to be in relationships at all. It seems completely inhuman to me.
Okay.
Yeah. It just seems like it's catastrophic. Like I said before, it starts out good. You know what I mean? And then in the end, there is no good. You know what I mean? And the pain is always way worse than you know what I'm saying? And then ultimately, and I learned this too, man, over years of being in a relationship. And you say whatever you want about it. I don't care. I'm open to criticism. I have nothing to hide.
No, this is welcome. I welcome you to say it.
Like what through the duration of the relationship, that one person had to be like the abrasive one or the dick or something. Like if I wasn't the dick, then my feelings was getting hurt.
Okay.
You seem so unnatural. You know what I mean?
Okay. Did you want a rebuttal?
I do,
okay.
Please.
Go ahead and rebuttal.
So in response to that is exactly what I just said. Is that both persons need to have healed their own traumas, or they will go into it and traumatize one another and further relive their own traumas themselves, because that's what we do until we heal from trauma. We continue to perpetuate our own trauma on ourselves and others. That's just how it works. So psychologically, I agree with him. If you haven't healed and your partner isn't healed, you're going to keep hurting each other. Also, the other thing was, I know people who have been together 50 years, and it's very important in a relationship not to follow the word compromise. People say compromise, and it always feels like one person wins and one person loses, and that is not what a relationship is.
Okay.
Objection,
and
Your Honor.
and I also want to speak on another thing. There's and this is a lot of moderate ideology, and this is something that I don't agree with, the whole partnering. I'm trying to find a partner. I don't need a partner. I need a wife. There is a ranking system. And again, Again, I didn't make it up. Have that conversation with God.
Need from her.
There is God, there's men, there's women, and then there's children. And at the end of the day, I'm the one who gave the rib. So at the end of the day,
what do you need from a wife? Why do you need a wife?
I can tell you the reason why I need a wife.
I'm asking you.
Okay.
Objection.
You just wanted to say that, 719.
Okay. Can I address the comment real quick in the chat? Underground said something about Patrice O'Neill, and I just want to throw out, okay, I know where you're coming from now if Patrice O'Neill describes your opinion on women.
Okay, so I'll tell you the reason why I feel that I need a wife, and this is just me. I can't speak for everybody. Reason why I need a wife because sometimes I'm the type of person I need to come home to peace. And I feel like the world already beats my ass already, and coming home to that soft, nurturing, a person that you can express your ideas with. I feel a woman is a recharger. They literally recharge you, the right woman, and I want to be very clear. They recharge you. You're burnt out. When you need that it's something different when your woman encourages you and when your mama encourages you. Because that's your mama. You know what I'm saying? She's supposed to say that. But your woman is something different about that. When your woman says, "Baby, you can take over the world. You got this. This interview you got coming up, you got it. I'm gonna make sure the house is clean. I'm a fix you your favorite meal so you can prepare for the world on that. You know what I'm saying?
Everything you just said, you call yourself a grown man, but you want a mama?
I didn't
you want
say
your mama to nuzzle you to her breast and comfort you and tell you can take on the world and wash your drawers and do your dishes and vacuum your floor and then be waiting for you with another hug when to recharge
You're not listening. I didn't say anything about I wanted her to be my mama because you can't fuck your mama, okay? Let's be very clear. What I'm saying is that the act that I just described, she's using her superpower, which is her femininity. That's what she's supposed to do. A woman's place is inside the home and a man's place is outside the home. We're supposed to make sure the house is right outside. We're supposed to mow the lawn, make sure the snow is shoved. We got to make sure the cars is clean and fueled up. We got to make sure that we're outside getting that check.
So you want a woman.
Right, go ahead.
You don't need one. You don't need one.
Yep,
right?
I agree with Amazing Auditors. He said you don't need a woman, you want
a woman.
I want a woman. There we go. I want a woman. Okay, you're right.
Mama Bear Audits, Miss Mama Bear Audits with the $9.99 super sticker. Make time for us, Miss Mama Bear. Come on up here. Pull the car over.
And thank you for the super sticker, Mama Bear. Would have loved to jump on the panel, but headed to an appointment. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Love you for that. Appreciate it. We're gonna have real conversations. We gotta have these conversations because here's the thing. I don't need to date somebody who's masculine. I don't want to date a dude. Sorry, not my cup of tea. I don't want to date a motherfucker who wants to argue and debate with me and all. And I ain't got time for that shit. And also, I need somebody who's soft.
Do I look masculine to you?
Well, what you just said was very masculine. There was no femininity in what you just stated. You just said you did. Now, what you just did was emasculate me. Because you was like, oh, you want your mama to do that and blah blah. That's the stuff a mama does for her child. Let's be fair. You asked me a question. I'm telling you the truth because that's what y'all women want, right? Y'all want the truth, so I'm giving you the truth.
No one wants the truth
right now.
Let me describe my partnership right now to you. I don't work outside of the home. My partner works outside of the home.
Okay.
Everything in my home, including the car I drive, is in my partner's name. I own nothing.
Okay.
I do the laundry, I do the dishes, I cook all of the meals, most of the
Okay.
time 3 meals a day, so that I
Okay.
have a lunch packed for him. I
Okay.
do this because I want to, not
But that's
because I'm
femininity. That's femininity.
supposed
That's your superpower.
But when
That's your
he's out there working
superpower.
on my car on the weekend, I'm out there with him. If
Okay,
it's the
that's
weekend
fine.
and I cook dinner, he's at the sink helping me wash the dishes. It's
Okay.
not a role we each have, it's that we take care of each other out of
No,
love
but
and
you
respect.
have to understand. We have to stop treating wife and husband as titles. We have to start treating it as duties. There is duties. There's responsibilities. I'm sorry. It might
That's
sound
my
like
exact argument with all the auditors about rights. It's responsibilities.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that you have to have the responsibility to do your duty in the marriage. That there is a duty. It's not just, oh, okay, whenever the fuck I want to do it. No, you do it because that's what you have to do. And I don't want to. I might not want to go to work every single day, but guess what? That's my job. I might not want to protect you one day when a dude jumps in your face and stuff like that. But guess what? That's a role of a husband, and I'm going to do it. And you could have been at fault the whole entire time, but at the end of the day, we'll have that conversation in private. But right now, I'm going to defend my wife, and that's my role as a husband, as being a protector and a provider. That is my duty. Hey, Mama Bear, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it.
Hey, how
Thank
are
you for
you?
the super chat. Thank you.
Can you see me?
Hi, Mama Bear.
We see you. How you doing? What's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on
All right,
this?
real quick, because my appointment's at 1:45. Hold on.
Okay.
Buckle up for
Okay.
safety.
Okay.
Let me buckle up for safety.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Buckle up.
so real quick, I worked at a high-end dating service where it was if I remember right, it was $4,600 for 18 dates, 1 a month for a year and a half. If you hit it off with somebody, you could pause your order. What I learned was so many unrealistic expectations. For instance, I'd have a guy that's 6'2", 350 pounds, but he wants to date slim. Dude, and that's when I would lean over and tap his belly and say, well, where's your 6-pack abs, Brad Pitt?
Okay.
You know what I mean? You want slim, but dude, you're overweight. That creates health problems. Who's going to want that?
Right.
And then you have, a lot of the women, a lot of the men, they wanted the best looking. Well, you could take an average person through their demeanor, their sense of humor, their personality, their compassion. They're friggin' smoking. But you could take a gorgeous woman, a good-looking guy, they open their mouth and they're ugly. They have no personality or they're just plain nasty. But
Right.
people don't see that. They just want to make their friends jealous. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is. A lot of times, too, we're our own worst enemy. I'll never forget when this woman came in. She was like early 40s, was dating a guy for 11 years. So, because she lived in the city, he lived on the Jersey Shore, he would mainly come to see her. In 11 years, she had only been to his place like 5 times.
Okay.
One day she calls him, and this woman answers the phone. She's like, who's this? She's like, who's this? And she's like, I'm Jim's girlfriend. She's like, no, I'm Jim's girlfriend. Well, they start talking, come to find out, he was with this other woman for like 6 years.
Okay.
So I said to her, are you over him? And she proceeds to tell me they all went out, had too much wine, had a threesome. But then they made him pick. Who do you want? He picked the woman of 6 years, not my girl. So I said, are you over him? She said, no. I said, would you take him back? She said, only if he asked me to marry him. So now this is what I used to do. I take my glasses and I would just look over my glasses and just do the stare. And then eventually somebody will talk.
Okay.
So she's like, what? And I'm like, I'm this close to getting up out of my chair and smacking you about the face. He didn't ask you in 11 years. He cheated on you for 6. I can almost guarantee you there was a third person he was cheating on you with. What the frig? Like, why would somebody stay in a relationship with someone that's not making them happy? That's 11 years she'll never get back. So it's 1 year she was trying to get over him, and she would still take him back. Like, I don't understand people. I don't think they realize their self-worth. And it's not about settling. It's about, you know, I think common goals, interests, and values outweigh way more than, you know, oh, I think he's hot. You know what I mean? Or I think she's hot. Because, you know, the honeymoon stage only lasts, what, 6 months to a year? And then what do you have left?
Right.
When that person doesn't really turn you on anymore because everything else turns you off.
Right.
It's just sad.
It is, and I agree.
And I know earlier it was mentioned, you know, women are making more money today. I actually put a comment. I'm 57. People my age are looking for, men my age, some of them anyway, are looking for a nurse or a purse. I'll be honest.
Okay.
And there's women out there too that are looking for that. So
right.
I just, it's
here's
tough.
the thing.
The worst thing is though, is the lying. I've put off dating for about 2 years now because I can't take the lying anymore.
Okay.
If I say, you know, I'm into taller guys and they say they're 5, I'll do 5'10" or over. But if they say they're 5'10" and we meet and you're 5'4", dude, why did you waste my time? Stop.
Okay. But here's the thing, right? But here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to break down, right? So we'll have, and I see it all the time on my newsfeed on Facebook. These men ain't shit. These, you know, these men ain't, they're dogs. But when I come back and be like, well, those are the men that you dated. So, you know, and then they'd be like, what are you talking? What are you trying to say? I said, well, you have to choose better. Because at the end of the day, you allowed that to happen, regardless of what happened, if given chances and stuff like that. You've seen the red flags. And again, I don't advocate for fuck boys, little boys and males. I advocate for men. That's who I advocate for.
God damn it.
That's who I advocate for. I don't advocate for people hitting women and all that. No, that's, bro, you wrong for that.
But you know, here in Arkansas,
here
in Arkansas, you can beat your wife once a month. It's it's an actual law. It's like it's crazy.
I'm not touching that.
I do want to throw something in.
I'm not touching that, road dog. I'm not.
I do.
Because here's the thing. I feel like go ahead, Amazing.
Not on no woman hating or nothing, but DJ K. Dot, is it all right if I talk about feminism, modern day feminism?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Can I squeeze something in before I have to go?
Yeah.
Because I'm almost here.
Please
By
do.
the way, guys my age are sending the DIC. I'm not going to say the word in case I don't know what YouTube is for.
Right.
The DICK pics. Are you kidding me? Am I supposed to jump up and down screaming, I want that? Why do guys do that? It's ridiculous.
I don't have a comment on that. I don't participate in that activity, so.
And trust me, it's professional men, it's wealthy men, it's average men, even at my age, and they're supposed to be my age, do that, which blows my mind because it also shows a certain sense of immaturity because anybody, you know, in their middle age or older, shoot, it must ran lady over, should know that part of the whole excitement of being with someone new is exploring them for the first time. If you're putting everything out there in photos and sending it, it's like, oh well, been there, son, you know, seen that. Okay. Now, what, I have to see it in person now? Well, you just blew it for me. You know what I mean? Because of the immaturity. And again, like, there goes the excitement of just exploring somebody new for the first time because you put it out there. And women do it too. I hear it all the time. Women do it too.
The honeymoon stage.
It's these females these guys are talking about that encourage those men because they want their money or their clout or something. So they think that's what women want because these dumbass females these guys are talking about, when they get that dick pic, do get excited because they're trying to get in his pants to get his money.
What she said.
Let me throw this on there.
If anything,
is bringing up a really good point in chat.
Go ahead, Road.
And it's something I actually started to comment on something you said earlier, K. Dot.
Okay.
You were saying that there was a level, a ranking, we'll call it,
Yeah.
where a woman is behind a man.
Stay
I don't
behind.
agree. I don't agree with the statement.
Okay.
Of behind every good man, there's a good woman.
Okay.
I believe beside every good man is a good woman.
Okay.
I personally think a woman and a man, when they become a couple or whatever, they become one.
Okay.
So whatever you do reflects on me and vice versa.
I agree.
So,
well, I didn't say
you don't need a woman behind you. You need a woman beside you.
Okay, and that I don't care if it's beside me, and but that's why I said I want to be clear. I never said that, but there's still a ranking system as far as the head of the household, because the man is the head of the household, and then there's God.
Not always. Not always, though.
That's
the way it should be.
Not now.
But I will tell you, I have a lot of friends. Their wives are the head of the house, let's call it, because they have more sensibility. They have more
beta males.
Logic, I guess you want to say it.
They're
the
beta
alpha
males.
in the
They're beta. They're
relationship.
not alpha males. That's for sure.
Right, exactly. But that's the problem.
That's the problem.
It's not always. It's not always that way.
But
even though maybe it should be.
Beta males are a real problem.
But see, I'm not one. I'm also not one. Okay, for an example, my dad.
Okay,
he's a good example. My mother stayed home, cooked, cleaned. He would go out and buy a car and not even consult with her.
Okay,
he would go out and buy a house and not even consult with her. He would sell their house and not even consult with her.
Okay.
I don't agree with that either.
Okay.
My second husband did all of those things.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
He even voted for me.
Even important leaders have advisors, right?
Right.
So, but what I'm saying is that I'm gonna always have that conversation with my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I'm never going to. When I mean by alpha, it doesn't mean that you get to treat your wife like shit. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that. What I am saying is that I agree. Whether it's behind, beside, that's why I don't want an independent woman. I want an interdependent woman, because they're feeding into the relationship just as much as I am. Because it's one. It's one. Once you become married, you do become one. You're one. It's not a partnership. It's just one. It's just but it's still a hierarchy as far as a ranking system. A man being the head of the house. I'm an alpha male.
Okay.
That's just who I am.
Put a 1 in the chat, and all the panel members too, please. Put a 1 in the chat if men are the stronger species. And put a 2 in the chat if women are the stronger species.
I need to be out there. Mentally, physically, or financially?
Wait, now we're separate species? That's kind of creepy.
The stronger portion.
We are different. We are different. We're not. I mean, we can't have babies. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we're
distinctly different.
I don't think they can handle the pain of having a baby.
So, yeah, we are different. So, I mean.
But different species, really?
Well, not as.
We're
human. We're human.
Understood me, and she's not getting that. I said the stronger of our species. Men are the stronger of the species, or women are the stronger of the species.
Okay, yeah, you did say that. You did say
that.
You break up on my end, and I don't hear you well. I apologize.
I'm sorry. It's this lame phone I'm using. That's why the video is off, because it's dark. But so in feminism, in modern feminism, the mantra is that no man can do anything better than any woman. That women, it's superiority. So they're better, they're stronger, they're smarter. So I'm just wondering, why do we cater to them all the time? I'm trying to figure out, is it that we're scared that women are going to like annihilate us, or
because
are
you
they
want the poo nanny?
Can I answer that question?
Because I thought it had.
Answer that question.
They're the weaker, so you're like opening the door to help the other one, and that was like the decency behind helping out. But if they're the stronger now and they're the better and everything, then they should be opening the doors for us then, right? Because we're the weaker ones who need the help then, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. Okay, like when I told you about the whole date thing, right? We can't go to a woman and be like, okay, well, and she decides, okay, well, this first date wasn't really all that, and I'm good. But you spent all this money on it, right? We can't be like, oh, well, can we have our money back? Oh, that's an absolute no. Can't
like,
do that one.
Like Phoenix, I tell Phoenix that she's beautiful every day. Why?
Okay.
Why do I do that? Why do I tell her that she's beautiful every time she posts a photo? What am I? There's nothing on the other receiving end or anything. You know what I mean? I'm just catering to her every single day, being nice. You know what I mean? And we do this to women all day long. Why?
Right.
And you do it to the feminists too, the feminists who think that you're beneath them.
K-Dot, real quick before I have to go. You know
Yes,
how
ma'am,
you get
go
out
ahead.
of buying, you want to know how you get out of buying dinners? Because I started doing this myself. I will do
Yes,
a
ma'am.
15-minute meet and greet. I'll meet you for coffee. If it's later in the day, I'll meet you for a drink. If
I
after
agree.
15 you want to continue, we do. If not, we walk away, no harm, no foul.
I agree. That's
I
workable.
refuse to sit through another dinner where someone friggin' lied about who they really were, and then you meet them in person, they're a total opposite.
Do you know real quick before you go? Do you know somebody wanted me to take them on an air balloon ride for our first date. I'm like, that's $250 each. That's $500. What am I getting out of that? Like, what? I'm making an investment. And I said, we're trying to get to know each other. And you want me to, first of all, I don't do heights.
That
brings me to I don't do heights. I don't do,
that's a 6-month anniversary date. That's what I would have said. But anyway, guys, I got to go. My appointment's in 2 minutes.
Love you. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Take care.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So in the chats, there's a comment that says about, there's several comments about something Titanic syndrome, that women all want to go first. Well, I want to say, like you said to those women about the men they're complaining about, mister, that's the women you chose. If that's your opinion of women, those are the women you have put yourself around. If you want to attract a better class of women, you got to make yourself a better class of man, same as a woman has to.
I agree. But the thing is, the men are we take accountability and we be like, okay, we didn't make a great, like for instance, my ex-wife, I didn't make the best choice.
This gentleman in the chat
on her.
saying that all women have Titanic syndrome, that they think they have to go first. That's it's not true. I put my partner and my kids first all the time.
And that's why I pay attention to verbiage. I say females. I said
the
not
doorway.
women. Women and men are two different things. Women and men are responsible. Females are not. Males are not. Little fuck boys, hot girl summers are not. You know what
when
I'm
I'm waiting at a bus stop and there's women there, and then freaking the bus comes up and the door opens and shit, dude. The women are the first ones to move for the door. They want to be the ones in front of the man, no matter what, dude. He's absolutely right, dude.
Yeah.
And
that's called being a gentleman, letting the woman go first.
Dude, we got the women we got around us, right? Like, it's not about who you attract in. This is the women you have to interact with in day-to-day life.
So then that's the same case for those women that he's telling they're picking the wrong men. It's just what's out there in the dating pool. It's not the woman's fault for picking bad. She doesn't have anything else to pick from.
I got a question for you.
Hold on. It is her fault because at the end of the day, she did pick. She has to take accountability of who she chose.
Well, then it's his fault too. He
ignored...
just said it's not a man's fault. I'm not arguing with you. I'm arguing with what's his name? I can't see names. Sorry. He just.
I agree with you. I agree. I said it like for instance, my ex-wife. I should have chose better. Simple as that. And Amazing is a different man to me. He might not agree, and that's okay.
Cut yourself short, DJ K. Man. See, there's a thing, man. There's a lot of key differences between men and women.
Okay.
And say whatever you want, but there's one I've narrowed in on. Okay. And men, as men, when we bleed and we sweat and we cry and we ache for something, that amounts to fucking something. that goes into an equity that fucking we put into that thing. I don't care what it is. If it's your car or whatever it is, you take pride and equity in what you fucking do.
Right.
In my opinion, women do not feel that. They can pick up and leave a man at any time, no matter how much they fucking put into it. It just doesn't matter, or anything.
Well, no, you're right, because here's the thing: the stats prove it. 80% women leave the marriage. So that's stats. I mean, numbers. Men lie, women
but men
lie,
have no
numbers don't.
responsibility for why she left.
No, but here, okay.
So DJ,
No
I have a
responsibility on a
Okay.
husband for why a woman left ever.
Okay,
Is that what you're telling
you
me?
Can't, but what I'm saying is that you cannot.
Why she left?
But there's it's
Why
this,
she left?
this whole partnership shit. It's this whole I'm an alpha female and I want to. We're not seeing that, but and then not only that, we don't also discuss. It's not really discussed in main media how fucking women are beating the shit out of men and scrapes. I know because I have several friends who've been in abusive relationships and they get their ass whooped. And matter of fact, my wife put her hands on me. But the thing is, we're not. If we go to the police station and say something, we're gonna get laughed at.
You'll go to jail.
But if a woman does it, what I'm saying is that you cannot have it all. And men understand that. Men understand that we cannot have it all. We have to go off of cooperation, and we have to go off of choices.
So I got a question.
Go ahead, 719.
So I know that, you know, this is a little off topic, but I just want your guys' opinion. And I've heard this, you know, from multiple people in the past, that men are physically stronger than women, but women are mentally stronger than men. How do you guys feel about that?
Accurate. I think women are the stronger species. I do, because they're vicious in ways that men are not. They are capable of going through any amount of trauma, and then still even rearing children and stuff by themselves, mind you. Fucking, and a woman at will can destroy any man. I'm just saying.
Okay, let's hear your rebuttal, Nikki.
I just have a question.
Okay.
If it is true, if what this gentleman just said is true, that men are physically stronger and women are emotionally stronger. Sure. Okay. If 80% of women are leaving marriages and they are emotionally stronger than men, then how much shit did they put up with before they got the fuck out of there?
Well, let's dissect that, right? Because we have a lot of situations to where a lot of these modernized women were not raised in two-parent households. Because at the end of the day, the first teacher of a child is a woman. Let's be very clear. Because not only that, but it is the duty of the wife to teach the daughter how to become a wife. That is their duty. When you're having single parent households, and I mean, they don't even know where to get the femininity from, because they're taught, oh, well, you know, through your 20s, just live your best life. And then you can always get married when you're 30s. It does not work like that, especially nowadays. Men are not taking that shit anymore. The thing is, the women that are older, you have to compete with these other younger women. There's 50-year-olds who are marrying 20, 30-year-olds. Those are your competition. Because go ahead. I'm sorry.
You say you want a woman to stay home and cook and clean for you. What kind of education and job you got that your wife ain't gonna have to work too in today's society?
Here's the
really,
thing.
because you need to raise kids. You need over $100,000 a year income for the household. You got that on your own?
Okay. First of all, let's dissect that. First of all, I don't mind, because my mom worked. But here's the thing: she can multitask, and she's still married. 35 years and counting.
Wait. So a woman should work and do all the housework for you.
Let me answer your question. What I'm saying is that if we're talking about a man does not care if a woman. I don't care about your employment. I don't care about your career. I don't care about your goddamn degrees. I don't care about that shit. I want to know if I can get along with you. If you can inspire me and I can inspire you. I want to know if you're fucking nice. If you're just a nice fucking person. And yes, and can you cook and can you clean? Absolutely. I'm not saying that you can't work, but do not put your career over your family and your husband.
But what if you ain't provide enough to pay the bills and she
No, but that's what I'm saying. Then then that man doesn't need to be married because he's not ill-equipped that man doesn't need to be married because I don't know what happened with Nikki, but I didn't kick her off. That man doesn't need to be married. If he can't provide and take care of a family, there's no point in him being married. He needs to be by himself until he is stable enough. I'll put the link back up there, Nikki. Until he's stable enough to actually take care of a family, and that's what I'm saying. Like you should never go into a marriage as far as you not knowing what you can't provide for your family, because at the end of the day, I'm marriage minded. I'm going into the situation that I'm going to take care. I don't give a shit about your career. I don't, and I just don't.
So
the man doesn't care. That doesn't. It's kind of like saying, "Oh well, I'm upset you didn't wear your lashes today." I don't give a fuck about your lashes. I don't give a fuck about your weave. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I want you to be a nice person. And here's the thing: attractive could just be attractive to me. I don't give a fuck what anybody else did. If I feel that you're attractive, I'm gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, we're physical creatures. That attracts us. If you fine, I'm gonna holla at you. But will it keep you? No. The thing is, you have the tools to get a man, but do you possess the skills to keep a man? That is the problem. Because a lot of people think, because you have all these hot girls on the internet and stuff. No, we want to fuck them. That's all we want to do. We don't want anything to do with them. We do not want to bring them home to mom to meet, because that all these sexualized women or sexual empowerment type women. No, we want to fuck you and keep it moving, because at the end of the day, you don't invest into us.
See, I'm reading one of these
we'll treat you like a side chick at the end of the day. We'll see. You just good. All you is good is for sex and a piece of ass. But no, the woman that I want is the one that possesses femininity, beautifulness, fitness, cooperation. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the gym.
So I'm reading one of these comments, and it says, Johnny Gunho.
Yeah.
Men built this world mostly, and women helped in their own roles.
There you go. You're talking about this comment here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I meant the men. Okay. Why don't we do this? Name 5 female inventors. I'll wait.
How about Madame Curie, who invented the polio vaccine?
Okay,
the first one on the off the top of my head.
Okay.
I can't think of the woman's name, but there was just a movie about her. She's the one who wrote all the code for the fucking space flights.
Okay.
Those were all black women.
Yeah, that was.
The printing press was invented by a man and his wife together. Fredericks, I think their name was.
I'm talking
about. But they did it together, and he gave her full credit.
Okay, what I'm saying, I'm talking about by themselves. I want to name 5 female inventors.
Well, and you have to understand, though, females have only had the opportunity to be inventing because you guys freaking kept them in the kitchen for so long, for only a couple hundred years.
That's bullshit. And I would have to say that is absolute bullshit.
Joe.
Respectfully, Nikki, that
the
is
sewing machine was invented by a woman.
Who? What's their name?
You name 5 male inventors for me, because you guys dominate our history. So go for it.
Okay. Tesla, Albert Einstein.
Mm-hmm.
Einstein didn't invent anything. He only wrote theories.
Neither did the wrote the code then? Those black women you mentioned. They didn't invent it either.
They
wrote
invented
code.
a new thing. Nobody had ever written code like that before.
Well, so did Albert Einstein wrote a new thing that no one had ever written before.
John
He
Hopkins
came up with theories. He
John
never actually made
Hopkins.
anything happen.
So the black women would have been discounted if it just was good theories.
Yep.
And how many women were you taught about in school versus men? You tell me who dominated those history classes. His story.
You know, Nikki's full of double standards, I've noticed, man, and so is the whole world about male-female interactions and stuff. So when we was talking about women, she's like, y'all need to find a better class of women to be around. But then when we was talking about later on, she didn't give no credit to the women that was with beta males that didn't satisfy them and stuff, that they should have chose a higher class of dude to marry. Like DJ K.
I can name some. We have Thomas Edison. We have
all I'm
Franklin,
saying is you have to take it both ways.
Hold on. You asked me to name it. I'm naming
women
it.
choose bad men, but men are stuck with bad women.
We're stuck with the modernization of women. We're not stuck with the traditional, because the thing is, you want us to go out there and get a paycheck and protect your ass, and that's a traditional role as a man. But your ass you have an issue when it comes to cooking and cleaning.
Every woman will be happy to do that for you if she ain't got to work a full-time job to support the family too.
But then quit the goddamn job.
Right, she's
blaming. You can't pay the bills by yourself for a whole goddamn family. You just admitted it. You don't make over $100,000 a year.
No. I never said that. I don't. First of all, I don't. You don't know how much I make. I have my own business. I make some pretty good money. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that I stated if the man has no responsibility being in the marriage if he cannot take and afford a family. Simple as that. What I'm saying is that if she should not put her career over her husband and her children. Period.
But then she's a gold digger if she's coming at you when you got shit and she don't.
No, she is not. Because if the gold digger does not have any investment into the man, period. All you is a piece of ass, and that's it. That's paying for a service. That's paying for a service. A person who is invested into the man is going to make sure she has no problem being under the authority of a man.
Yep.
Simple as that. I know it's hard to hear. I get it.
I'm going to drop down now, but I'm going to pray you find that woman who is willing to submit to you, because I don't think you're going to find it, and I pray for you.
Wanted to say that I have a lot of respect that you came up here and you had this conversation.
Keep hope alive. But Nikki, I appreciate you being on the show. Seriously.
I do.
I respect y'all's opinion. It's yours. I came up here to be devil's advocate for the inside of this and to get you guys talking back and forth with me. And I appreciate the constructive conversation. Nobody got to ad hominem. Nobody was mean to one another. Everybody let each other talk. And I really like that about your channel, K-Dot. And like I said, I am going to go and pray. You're going to be in my prayers that you find that woman who submits to you, because they do exist.
Hey,
but not only that, Nikki, I'm going to do my role as a man to make sure she's protected.
Well, and that's the only reason I will pray for you to find her, is because I know you will do her right.
Absolutely. I don't want to waste her time. I don't want to, because it's not fair to her. So I agree.
Hey, Nikki, do me a favor. Stick around for 1 sec.
Go ahead,
K-Dot. When she said that about the inventors, I went ahead and Googled it real quick.
Sure.
The top 10 inventors for women is you got Marie Curley, which did the theory of radioactivity.
Okay.
Grace Hopper created a computer.
Okay.
Rosalind Franklin, DNA double helix.
Okay.
You got Stephanie Kowalik, I think is the way it's pronounced. She did Kevlar. You got Josephine Cochran, the dishwasher.
Okay.
Maria Beasley, the life raft.
Okay.
You got Dr. Shirley Jackson, modern day telecommunications.
Right.
Catherine Burr did non-reflective glass.
Okay.
Heidi Lamar, frequency hopping technology. And then Mary Anderson did windshield wipers.
Okay. Okay, but
I
let me
figure
ask
I'm
you
gonna play
this.
devil's
Now let me
advocate
ask you
there.
this, Road Dog. Do those women outweigh the men that as far as inventing things?
Oh
Numbers
no, I
don't lie.
agree that there's more male inventors.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's none, but what I'm saying is that we built this world at the end of the day. We built
But
this
somebody
world.
had asked her to name 5, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna play devil advocate.
No,
here.
I'm glad we appreciate those women 100%. 100%, we appreciate those women. I'm telling you right now, I appreciate you for inventing those things. But
You
at
got
the
to
end of the
up though, because that was just a theory. Remember, Albert Einstein didn't count because it was a theory. So
okay, I said Thomas Edison. I said Benjamin Franklin.
Nikola
We
Tesla.
have Benjamin Banneken. He invented the wooden clock. I mean, there's several others. I mean, I can go on and on. But what I'm saying is that we have to learn. We have to get out of this. I mean, the dating pool is incredible. I really feel bad for my son. I really feel bad for my son because at the end of the day, he's 11 years old, and a girl won't even date him. He's 11. I know they're kids and stuff, but in 6th grade. I mean, I'm not going to front and say I wasn't attracted to girls in the 6th grade. But he said one of the girls judged him because he wasn't that tall enough. So it's funny how women don't want us to body shame them or anything like that, but we get body shamed all the time. We'll say, oh, if we say something out of line, oh, well, your dick is little.
my man, we get
You know what I'm saying? Or you're too short. Or if you ain't got enough money, just say so. No, that's not okay. That's not all right. And what I'm saying is that as a man, men are not dealing with this shit anymore because men are starting to wake up and understand that we don't have to deal with somebody in a masculine role. I don't want to deal with anybody. Your superpower is your femininity. Simple as that. I'll give an example. Oh, go ahead, Nikki.
So I was just jumping back up to say sorry. I got a phone call from my daughter's allergist that her allergy shots are in, so I had to take that and get her appointment. But I wanted to thank the gentleman up there in the corner who I don't know his name for pulling up those inventors for me because just the fact is women are just as much contributory as men.
I understand
the credit
that,
just
but not
isn't
as
given
much.
as much.
Not as much. That's what I said. Not as much because they don't outweigh men. That's what I'm saying. That you're not going to find as many females inventors that outweigh men. You're just not going to find it because we built this world at the end of the day. We did.
Well, I'm not going to get into that argument with you because, before the men were ruling, the women were ruling. And, at the time they built the pyramids, those were queens, not kings. So, you go back to Africa and you'll hear all about the queens. And that's where life originated.
Okay. All right.
The pyramids were built by the pharaohs, right?
And Nikki, you know who I am. I can't believe you even said that.
Is that Midnight Rider?
No,
that's a Road Dog.
Oh, Road Dog. I'm sorry.
Road
I don't
Dog,
see
Road Dog.
names, so I can't
I'm
tell
sorry,
who
hold on.
anybody is.
Yeah, hold on. That's because I have. Hold on. There you go.
Come on, I together, yo.
I pretty much know everybody up here from the chats and stuff. I just couldn't see who the hell I was talking to. But yeah, I am going to drop down because I got to get my chores done, guys, because, like a good housewife that I am.
Okay.
I got to get this laundry that I folded sitting here talking to you guys. I got to get this shit put away. So
I enjoyed the conversation and I thank you coming up, Nikki. I really do. And appreciate you. And I hope you keep on.
Much love and respect.
I hope I didn't rub you in the wrong way.
Absolutely not. And I hope you understood that a lot of what I asked you is for me to gain a better view of your perspective, not to try and change or correct your perspective in any way. I'm all about learning what other people think, not trying to influence it.
I agree, and I am too, and I'm glad that we were able to have the conversation. So
I tend to provoke a little, but it's just to get you to the nitty gritty, so I can see who you really are.
And I want you to be honest. I want you to be your honest, authentic self. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. It was nothing but love and respect up here.
All love and respect. I got love for you, Nikki. So
I'm sure that's always around because it comes from me too to you guys. And thanks for having me up.
No problem.
Hey, thank you.
All right, guys. So I felt this was a really good show. I thought we had really good dialogue. I felt that, a lot of things, we were able, because even though my show is about transparency and accountability, I think this is what we're talking about, is accountability and transparency within ourselves, just as human beings, how we deal with each other, how we interact, how we network. There's going to be more topics on this. There's going to be other videos. So I just don't want y'all to think that I'm just a cop watcher. I'm many things. I'm many things. I can't be put in a box. But I want us to at least have the conversation. And I appreciate everybody being on the show. I do have to get ready to go, but I don't want to leave without anybody's final thoughts. We're going to start with Road Dogg and end with Amazing Audits. Go ahead, Road Dogg. What's your final thought?
Do me a favor. Give me 1 second. Start with somebody else.
Okay. 719. Go ahead with your final thought, sir.
My final thought is, it boils down to what I said earlier, and don't get comfortable with life, because life will never get comfortable with you.
I love that.
And you just be who you are, and do what your heart desires, and do what it's right, and just keep your head on right, and be happy with yourself.
Okay. Amazing Audits, your final thoughts, sir.
First of all, I want to say boop 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 wee. So my final thoughts are this, man. There's not really equality in this world for men, and it's part of, I think, what is the decline in our entire civilization and shit, is because the men have been taking out this leading but equal role where they play different parts together with women, and then the men's actions were respected. So that leads me back into the equity that I brought up. So part of the problem is equity and value. So the men are extremely undervalued today, to the point to where it's now called toxic masculinity. Okay.
Okay.
Until women value us as our role, not ahead of them or anything, but for our role. Okay. And also to realize and have at least that common understanding that what we do, when we've bled, when we've come, when we've fucking sweat, teared, everything that we do, like we're connected to those emotions. Those weigh into a bank account for us. Right. You know what I mean? And so that should mean something to, if you're going to be a partner with somebody, what matters to them should at least matter to you a little. Okay. And so oftentimes too, they subvert any type of equality by playing the victim role, right? Oh, woe is me. And that's how they got you to, usually a lot of times, that's how they get you to come over and talk to them in the first fucking place.
Sure.
You were like seeing that damsel, and you were going to play captain or prince or whatever, knight in shining armor, right?
Okay.
And for whatever your motivations were. And then the degradation of our society, it all is around the beta males. Okay, the beta males, men everywhere who, if an alpha male puts his foot down in his family and his relationship, the world is full of beta males that will cater to that woman when she has abandoned, when she's had no thought for the equity of the relationship she was in for however long. And then the beta males are right there, just hanging right outside, man. Right outside the door, bro, waiting for the wife to come out so they can fucking cater to her. And then they're not happy with that guy. You know what I mean? So it all, and what you have is the double.
100%.
They victimize us with this double standard shit. We're expected to play the role, and they can abandon their fucking part in the role at any time, and then shame us for not being a big, not enough man to fucking keep them fucking playing their role.
Okay. Hey, he's 100% fucking right.
Yeah, he is.
100% right.
I would agree.
Hey, let me tell you
100%. I agree.
Let me tell you
100%.
something. Ain't no woman out there gonna fuck you harder and give you any pussy better than life's gonna fuck you. Okay, remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no woman out there with the goddess pussy. Then what the best pussy is? Okay, is life fucking you. So take it, ride it, and deal with it. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yep, I agree 100%. And honestly, and I'm going to say this to both of you, 719 and Amazing Ahmed. I hope and pray that you do find amazing women. You know what I'm saying? I want that for you. I know that might not be your main priority, and I understand that. But as a human being, I want that for you. I really
thank
do.
you.
I really do.
Thank
you. And you guys deserve that because you guys are great gentlemen, and I appreciate you.
It's not worth it. Just not worth it. I wouldn't invest back into a woman again in that way at all.
I
It's not
understand.
worth
But
there's
Dog,
one
your
out
final
there that
thoughts.
will be worth it, though. That's the part you got to just keep an open mind that there is
But
one
I
out there
worth
that is
something,
worth
bro.
investing in.
What I do is worth something. That's what I was saying about my equity.
Not a problem, Underground Autumn. Not a problem. What your final thoughts, Road Dog?
Pretty much, they both summed it up. But most importantly, respect each other. I really enjoyed the panel. That's why I was so glad to see Mama Bear get up here and Nikki to get a woman's point of view of it.
Yeah, sure. I think that's important.
Both of them I respect highly.
Yeah.
So, and for us to have a panel that was such a controversial thing, and nobody was fighting, nobody was bickering, there was disagreements, but all in all, I think it went really well.
Yeah.
I think it was a great show. And I'm looking forward to doing more of your shows.
All right, well, cool. That makes me smile, and also my heart smile, and I appreciate you for being on the show, Road Dog. And I really feel your opinion is very, very valid, and I thank you for being here. And I just and the reason why I'm doing
Road
these
Dog's
shows
the
is
bitch.
because
Don't forget that.
What?
I said Road Dog's a bitch. Don't forget that.
That's right.
He's my bitch. No, we don't talk about
that. You guys are something else. I appreciate y'all both for being here on the show, and I want to have more conversations, and I will be doing more reactions to some of these videos and stuff like that. And I truly want to know you guys' opinion. And we're not just going to be talking about auditor stuff. I want to expand it a little bit, and being this is a safe place for men and women, just to have a conversation, just to talk to each other, and just to
yourself.
Make sure that our opinions are validated. And I appreciate you guys for being on the show. Unfortunately, I have to go because I got bills to pay.
Before you go, check private chat.
Okay.
I put my number in there. I believe MLH has already given it to you. Call me because I have a thought for a show.
Okay, cool.
And I think you would be the perfect one to lead it up.
You.
Let's see. I'm
no invite. I see how it is. Fuck you. And fuck you. And fuck you.
Don't be
and
like
fuck
that.
You some
Don't
more.
be like that. Don't be like that.
No, I'm kidding.
719. You already have my number. You text and call all the time anyway. So.
I know.
All right, I got your number. I got your number down, and I appreciate. Hey, just before you wrap, please, if you guys love what we do here, on this channel, please support. You know what I'm saying? Please support. Go to the Cash App link down at the bottom. I appreciate the super chats, but YouTube takes about 30% of that, so it would be more beneficial if you guys give to the Cash App that is here at the bottom, or my PayPal in the description. However that works, and I do appreciate the people that do support the channels via Cash App and PayPal, because let's be honest, shit costs money. And not only that, but I want to bring you guys better content because you guys deserve better content. So I will be cop watching here pretty soon. So be looking out for more videos.
I'll be out tonight. We're gonna try to go live and stay live all the way through.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm going out with
Who are you going out
Audited
with?
in Arkansas, and then Northwest Kentucky is actually going to be here in town. So we're picking him up, and we're going to be out cop watching all night.
Okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's.
Hey, is it snowing up there? Is it snowing in Denver?
Also, I want to shout out. Please go support Road Dog's channel. He has a lot of great stuff over there, and also support Police to Police 719. He has amazing work over there and amazing audits. Thank you, sir, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. We definitely
don't forget Mama Bear Audits.
Oh yeah, Mama Bear Audits. Please
got some
support
good
her as
stuff
well.
over there too.
She does, and Dragonette Transparency. Please go support
Dragon
her.
Nuts.
And my good friend Mexican Long here. If you guys want to see that interview, of amazing interview that he conducted with me, go check that out too. I'm sorry. Sometimes I am eating in there because I was hungry as shit, and I wasn't giving a fuck. I was gonna eat. So
did he tell you about the crap I gave him afterwards?
I know.
I asked him about it. I was giving him crap.
Hey, DJ.
I was hungry, man. I was hungry.
Hey, DJ.
No, not about you.
I was really. I wasn't gonna make it on time if I would have just ate it and then got on the show because I'm all about being on time. So
right.
I wanted to honor that man's time. So I was just like, well, shit.
No,
he's gonna have to do what he eat.
I gave him crap over something he did.
Oh, did he?
He did, yeah. Ask him about it. You'll get a kick out of it.
I know I will. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you, 719, my brother from another. Did you want to say something else? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, is it snowing up there yet? Because we're
yes, it's snowing. The sun is out though.
Yeah, well, it's snowing here, but it's like sprinkle little fucking star out here. So.
Oh no, it came down for sure. It came down. I got.
By the time you guys got snow.
Yeah, we got.
Well, I didn't.
Did you guys break the record, or did you come close to it?
Well, no.
We broke the record.
We broke the record of having the most sunshine, more than California. So technically, we should be called the Sunshine State, technically. But
well,
fuck. To each his own.
So all the snow right now is like north and west of us. Like Colorado Springs, Pueblos, down south and east ain't getting shit.
Are they? They're not getting snow. You said,
bro. It snowed a little bit, but it didn't accumulate to shit. It was just like sprinkling snow.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, so I was all pissed off. I was like, "Fuck, I can't go to the parking lot and take some drifts around the parking lot in my goddamn car." I was pissed.
But yeah, he sits and whines and cries while he's out cop watching. I'm so cold. But now he wants
I get cold, man. I get
not me.
I get cold. I'll be like, damn, what the fuck? Shit. I'm a summer baby, man. I'm a summer baby. I like, I was born in June, so I'm like, I'm a summer baby. So
October.
But I appreciate y'all.
I'm a June baby too, by the way.
See, there we go. See, and
I'm an October baby.
You are October baby, but that's still. I mean, toward the end, it usually in Colorado, like October or Halloween is usually like the first day of snow. Usually, but that's still good weather. I think October. I think it's pretty still good weather. September, October. So I think it's like in the mid 60s.
Well, I'm the beginning of October, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, you're in the beginning, so you still, still almost there to the summer baby a little bit. So we'll give you that. But all right, you guys, we got to end this show. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, please support the channel. With the Cash App at the particular bottom of it. And we gotta go. It's your boy DJ K Dot. Y'all know what it is, and I'm out.
Later, everybody.
Later.
Late.